Yeah.
All right. All right. I think we're live, guys. Let me double check. This is a new experience for me and our guest here. Um, our new guest here. Me and Adam. Um, it's from the Sports Corner. We're rebranding, guys, and people who watch our small channel. We got our friend RJ here. He's the middle guy here. He's the anti-Packer, the Bears fan but he is also
Just remember,
the,
Adam, the cheese grater.
This is not the player haters ball, RJ. We got
the
plenty of time for
player's
that.
ball. Yeah. So we're a little late, but that's okay. It's our first time kind of like streaming. Guys, what do you think about we had the first pick come through? Kind of I mean, obviously it's Mendoza. And RJ, since you're new to this, not in the I was in the camp that the Raiders don't need to go quarterback. Like they don't need to. They could wait. I don't see Mendoza as being a Justin Herbert. I know a lot of people don't think Justin Herbert he hasn't won a chip, but I think he's not going to be that kind of guy. What's your camp on? What do you think about Mendoza going first round?
I mean, I'm not in love with the pick. I mean, he just seems like a Tim Tebow. He had 97 RPO, which led college football last year, and it's the most ever for #1 pick. I know the league is trending that way. He reminds me a lot of a Drew Bledsoe, drop back quarterback. I mean, he was a good quarterback, played for a long time. I don't love it. I think he's the worst #1 overall pick in 10 years.
I think they would love him to be Drew Bledsoe. They would from what they've had in the past. I think they would love him to be Drew Bledsoe, right?
Yeah, I think so, but I just don't like reports are he's going to sit 4 to 6 games. When's the last time a #1 overall pick has sat 4 to 6 weeks?
I think it's like you got to prove it. Like they're like, okay, come in, work hard. You'll probably start. There'll be a camp controversy and they'll let him start. But I really think they're just screwed though. They have to take somebody. They've added a lot of pieces. They can't just wait until next year. And I don't think since he's not that highly touted, I don't think they're going to get much in a trade back anyway. So,
I mean, I hear you.
Who wants him? Who else wants him? Like, who would pay an extra first to move up to get him?
It's not necessarily an extra first there. I mean, you just pay Kirk Cousins $20 million. Let him be the guy. And next year they have 5 to 6 #1 quarterbacks. Archie Manning, you got Dante Moore, Lasair Sellers, they got Ole Miss quarterback. I mean, and you're always going to have 1 or 2 surprise guys that are going to hop in and have great years and potentially could jump into the top 10, top 15 pick.
Well, here's the thing. You take a swing on Mendoza. He sucks. They'll get a good chance at a quarterback again next year. So, I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Well, let's play catch up here real quick. The second pick came in. What do you guys take on that as the Arizona Cardinals? I'm really interested in the Cardinals pick. I mean, I think they're probably going to be maybe arguably the worst team next year. Me and Adam, we've said multiple times on the podcast that we're both not sold on Marvin Harrison Jr., the running back room. I know they picked up Tyler Algier, which I think would be sneaky. They do get rid of Gannon. But what do you guys think about the second pick and now the third pick? The second pick, Dan Bailey, I mean, he's kind of plug and play. So I see what the Jets are doing. Aaron Glenn needs to save his job. I feel like if they go any worse than they did last year, he may be kicked out. So they need to grab that guy. Even though I hate that I'm a big believer that you need to stop going defense. You need to stop you need to hire offensive coordinators to be head coaches because that's where the league is. Hiring these defensive coaches that haven't run the team, I don't like it. So I think the Jets, what are you going to do? They're going full defense now, So I don't know. What do you guys think about that pick as the Arizona pick is coming in?
Go ahead, RJ.
I mean, they're going. So the Jets are moving from a 4-3 to a 3-4. They have no pass rush. I mean, he's 6'4", he's 250. He has 33-inch arms. He's a prototypical edge rusher. I like the pick. I don't know who else you would take there. The Jets aren't going to draft Jeremiah Love. They weren't going to go. They weren't going to go Downs. So this is the pick. I mean, I would go. I'm not a big fan of Reese. I think he's a little undersized.
What about like Ruben Bain Jr.?
Ruben Bain Jr. is the guy I like the most for ends of this
Yeah.
draft. He's massive.
I agree. He's a beast, and I've just seen mixed things on David Bailey. I guess the measurables might be right, but I don't know. It feels like a reach, but maybe this draft just isn't that good. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Adam. Like Jeremiah Love, by the way, going in, that's what they need. They need all the offensive help. And when you have no quarterback, was your best friend a running back, a running room. So picking up Jeremiah Love now with Tyler Algier and what's his name, who's always hurt, Connor. Now you actually, if Connor can stay healthy, you have a 3-headed running back monster. So what's your best friend if you don't have a good quarterback play? A running game. And it keeps the defense tired. So, and Brissett, let's be real. Brissett's not that bad of a court. There's worse out there. So Brissett is not bad. So I like this pick. But I'm in the camp with you. I don't think this is a strong draft. And not to turn around back the Eagles, as I love to talk about my Philadelphia Eagles a lot. I'd be happy if the king of the draft, Mr. Howie Roseman, if he trades for 2027, like next year. But I'm liking this pick by the Cardinals, man. They need to do something because I don't know. I don't know who I know who's the guy who went not Marvin Harrison, but the other guy. He went over 1,000 yards receiving. Wilson, I believe.
Garrett Wilson. Yeah.
No, not Garrett Wilson. Yeah, Michael Wilson.
And they have Trey McBride too, who's an absolute beast.
Right. Not terrible.
No, I think they need a lot. So I struggle with these. I do think Love is probably the best player in the draft, just compared to the other people at his position and his impact potential. But I hate seeing those kind of running backs go to such a crappy situation, get a bunch of picks, get beat up. So I hope they keep him on a pitch count for a little while until they get things figured out there.
I think here's the issue with Arizona. Right? They have now 5 running backs. I mean, Mark mentioned Connor. They mentioned Algier. You mentioned they took a running back 2 years ago in the second round, Trey Benson. They have Bam Knight. So they're 5 deep. So who's going to go? I think you got to trade one of those. Maybe you might see him go in the second or third round pick trade here, not for that kind of value, but for a 5th or 6th round, up and down the draft here. I mean, they're picking
Who has trade value though? You think Bam Knight does?
Connor does got because I could see like a team like the Chiefs who want someone behind Kenneth Walker, or a team like Seattle now with issues with Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah.
So I mean, Green Bay maybe even need a veteran presence behind Connor and behind Jacob. Sorry.
Yeah. So listen to this as I switch over to our Twitter feed here with what do you call it? Adam Scheffler here. He has it that let me refresh the page here for us real quick. He has it as it's a great stat for him. Running backs drafted in the top 10 over the last 10 years are. Let's see. What does it say? Yeah, Jeremiah Love, Ashon Genty, B.J. Robinson, Barkley, Leonard Fournette, and his Christian McCaffrey and Ezekiel Elliott. So if you're in that's good company. So if people are saying Love is one of the guarantees. Well, Love is one of the guys who, if there's anything that's for sure draft. Me and RJ were talking before this that he can be there. So if history tells us anything, Arizona might have got a really good offensive player, and so I mean, like I said, they needed it. They need some kind of a positive in there. So that's great company to keep. Now, is he going to be that? I mean, even if he's the lowest guy, who's the lowest guy? Leonard Fournette. He had 6-7 good seasons, so he's the only outlier there. I would say that's not going to be like a gangbusters, but still, that's good company to keep.
Hot take of the night: before his career is over, he'll be a 1,000 guy, 1,000-yard receiving and 1,000-yard catching. He has that kind of potential. He is a Christian McCaffrey but bigger coming out of college.
Yeah.
He can play.
Love.
He lined up in the slot. Yeah, lined up in the slot last year. He's the prototypical guy in the new NFL you want.
Yeah.
And given what you just said, Mark, I don't think there's you can't have a higher hit rate on a player than that last 10 players in the top 10. I can't think of a single position, even like the stud O linemen. I don't know are that impactful. Maybe, but
Yeah. And Jeremiah Love is the Arizona. He is now the first running back draft in the top 5 picks since the Giants selected Barkley in 2018. So, there's that.
Because I got a little breaking news here from the Raiders camp here that someone just put out in their camp. They hope Kirk Cousins starts all season long.
who's from their camp? What does that mean?
If that is true, that has just been rumors coming out of camp, the Raiders camp. That is awful. You can't take it one then. If that's truly what you believe, and the crop of quarterback is better next year, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh wow. I think this is a surprise pick. I mean,
I would agree.
well, you know what they say, nothing's true in this life but death and taxes, right?
Mm.
Well, there's what else is true? Ohio State wide receivers. Because
Oh boy.
so come on, who was an Ubuke from Ohio State?
Yes. So was JSN.
Right. Yeah. So it's like that's one thing they produce. They can't produce quarterbacks are way far between for Ohio State. Everybody thought Justin Fields would be that guy. RJ would tell you, yeah, he was a Justin Fields card collector, and he's still in the league, so give him that. But other than CJ Stroud, they hit and miss. But wide receivers, the weapons they always hit Ohio State, and so can you blame the Tennessee Titans? I know they think the guy from Arizona State is probably the most talented wide receiver, but the guy is injured like nobody's business. So why not go for a more healthy guy and like from a school that produces wide receivers like it's going out of like nothing.
I mean, the only thing I question, I think he had a down year this year with Ohio State. I mean, he had a lot bigger expectation. I think he undervalued, but it's hard to overvalue. You probably have the best receiver since Calvin Johnson coming out next to you and Jeremiah Smith. I mean, so he got a lot of single coverage because of that. I like to see he can beat some double team coverage, but he can do it all. Slot, inside, outside, X, Y, Z. I mean, I think it's a good pick. I mean, the Giants are kicking the ground right now. I think they really would have liked Cardinal Tate. So.
And the thing about, I don't. Who did they bring in? Anybody? They brought in Robinson from the Giants. So Robinson, the other guy, DK, he's a good kick returner, punt returner, and plus Tate. That's something. They still need something in the running back room because I think Pollard is a complimentary back. He's not a full-time back. And the other guy, I think they cut him. Spears, I think he's gone already. So. I mean, I still think I think because they went all defense pretty much in the offseason. I think they need to just hammer the offense in the draft, get another running back, get another wide receiver, keep on loading up to have Cam Ward. And who knows if Cam Ward is that guy? I think the book's still out on him. I have more confidence in Shook and Dart than I have in Cam Ward, but maybe he could prove me wrong. But they need to build around him. They need to do something.
And they got Calvin Ridley Jr. too there.
Yeah. He had an injured year, so if he could be at least 75% what he was 4 years ago, that's a good second 3 wide receiver.
Absolutely. I mean,
what do you think? We talked about this before, but as they're talking to this Tate kid, they're signing cards, RJ. Like right when they get, it's like that's ridiculous. Me and RJ are avid collectors, but what I'm trying to get to is me and Adam talked about this in our previous podcast, but since you're a Bears fan, real quickly before the other picks come in, what do you like the Bears to get? They did sign some solid defensive players. They got the safety from the Seahawks, right? Big hit losing their center. I think that's a big hit. Top 5 center in the league. Do you think they go weapon? They need to get another weapon for Caleb, or do you think they still get something in the offensive line, or do they stick with defense and get a pass rusher?
I truly think the Bears are a wild card tonight. I've heard some rumors of going to offensive tackle, wide receiver, even back into this. I've been talking about the Bears moving up in the first round and going after the tackle from Georgia more in Friendly or Cam Proctor. I don't know. I mean, with Ben Johnson in the room, I truly think they're going to go best available. They have on their rank. I don't think they have a ton of holes to fill outside of tackle and end. But if someone's not sitting, this draft is a lot of defensive linemen. I mean, Adam talked on the phone earlier today, and I think the Bears took the Bills to school, getting a second-round pick for a guy the Bears are probably going to cut. And then not only did that, they paid him like a number one receiver. So I think
they needed to give something to Allen because he was thrown to Knox and Kincaid, but other than that, throwing to garbage men and popcorn delivery guys, popcorn vendor guys on the receiving core.
But he probably was going to get cut. They traded a second-round pick for a guy the Bears likely would have cut.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see the Chicago Bears once again to the 20s. I'm actually, as they're in my division, the Giants. Since Giants traded Dexter Lawrence, now they have 2 first-rounders. I'm glad to see it because if the experts are right, the next draft is gonna be better than this draft. And I know people are saying that next year's draft is going to be could possibly be historic. But I hate when people say that because you gotta wait 5 years down the line to see how good it is. But if the experts are right and the analysts, I'm glad to see the Giants having 2 first rounds this year than next year. But I don't know about the Giants. They to me are a I don't know. Is Dart that guy? Is he that they lose Robinson? Neighbors is coming off an ACL tear. So who are they throwing it to? They lost Bellinger. Bellinger's gone. He went to where Brian Daboll, the offensive coordinator in Tennessee Titans. So they lost 2 guys. Robinson over 1,000 yards receiving. They lost they are Scadaboo's coming off that broken leg. So,
they're got a broken brain, man. Scadaboo is not going to make it more than 2 years. That guy eats concrete for fun. Like, they are struggling. They do have a ton of guys on defense, though. I didn't mean to cut you off too much, but they do have a lot of talent that they brought in, young talent. Even like who was the guy from last year at the edge? Was supposed to be the best guy from the last draft. They could double down on defense. Abdul Carter. So they could double dip. Get a Caleb.
Oh, we got our first trade.
I figured they would trade out. Is it the Chiefs trade?
Yeah. Did you catch that one?
No, I'm watching the draft tracker online. I don't have cable, so I'm slow.
Yeah. What do you call it? So I'm putting right now on the Twitter up here for us, so people could check and for us. So yeah, the trade came in. The Chiefs get the 6th pick. The Browns get the 9th, the 74th, and the 148th. So the Browns are trading out of the 6th pick to the Chiefs, and they get the 9th, the 74th, and the 148th. I wonder who the Chiefs to jump up a few spots.
I mean, I think Downs is going to go here to the Giants.
To the Giants.
I think Downs goes here. I think Arvell Reese, the edge rusher from Ohio State, goes here. Funny Styles, one of those 2 guys, one of the 2 edges. Or do they shock everyone here and take the tackle? The guy from Miami. Because they desperately need a tackle after cutting their right and their left tackle's gone.
Well, as I've been telling on our last year, I don't keep repeating this. I was harping to Adam all year long when we're doing our predictions and just talking about football. The running back room was arguably the second worst, right? Raiders, not the Raiders, but the whatever. They were one of the worst running back rooms there is in the NFL. So, and who are they throwing it to? Is Rashid Rice that guy? I don't know. Is Xavier Worthy? Yeah, and who did one of their young guys just left. He left on a 1-year deal and left somewhere else. So I think they need and defense. Who's going to play corner? McDuffie's gone. Watson's gone. Chris Jones looked like age is catching up to him. I don't want to say that because I think he has a good chance to have a bounce back year, but they need help all over the board here. I know they signed Walker, so that's a good running back, but I mentioned to Adam. You have the Packers hit on Jordan. Oh yeah.
What are the Giants doing? That's 4 pass
Who'd they
rushers.
take?
Sorry to
You guys
cut
gotta
you
let me
off.
know.
Oh, okay.
Ronald Reese,
Go ahead,
Anthony
RJ.
Thibodeau. They've got
They
Brian
drafted
Burns.
Reese.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad pick, but what are you doing? You only can play 2 at a time. So that tells me Thibodeau is going to be he's the guy to watch to get traded tonight. It's Thibodeau Thibodeau, guy with a boatload of talent, just hasn't got to been the guy. Injuries kind of stopped him. I think he might be some off the field red flags too.
Yeah. Hey, if you have two desktop computers, monitors, Adam, I know Bleacher Report does it for free online on their YouTube page. So if you want to pick that up on Bleacher Report, they do it live with Michael Parsons, and they do it with another football player. I think maybe Darius Slay. So they're doing a live draft as well. You could keep up with. But yeah, Averill Reese. I mean, I know they is this a reaction because they traded Dexter Lawrence?
I don't know. I mean, I think that John Harbaugh just wants a ton of pass rushers. I think he just believes getting after the quarterback is the most important thing, and you can decide the football, and it's hard to argue. So you can lack on corner, and your D back can be thin. If you can get after the pass rush, you can have some bad corners and get away with it.
It's all about pressure, and this guy
It
is
is
a beast. He is a freak. And I see on the ESPN draft board, his comp is Abdul Carter. So I don't know if he's kind of that new kind of hybrid type player that the NFL wants. So they must just thought he's the guy.
But RJ's right though. Like say you got Brian Burns, you have that guy I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me.
Thibodeau.
Yeah, Thibodeau. And they have another guy with a weird name. I'm not even making up. It's another guy for like but they also so I don't know. He'll probably start, but I don't know. I thought they would go, or maybe there's nobody in offense they like. Maybe there's nobody because like I said, I think they should have surround Dart with more people, better surrounding with better weapons or protection, because their left tackle, who's great, can't stay healthy. Andrew Thomas.
Yeah, but I think the number 10 overall pick, that's the spot to watch out for Jordan Tyson. But what is a staple of a John Harbaugh defense going back with Ed Reed and the safety from this year, Kyle Hamilton is a safety. They have the best safety in the last 5 years coming out here in Caleb Downs. And
Adam Scheffler is saying that the Giants, even though they drafted Reese, they do not intend to trade Thibodeau. So they plan to keep Thibodeau on the roster. We'll see, because that's a lot. That's a lot of guys in the front seven.
I would trade the 60 overall pick for Thibodeau with Chicago. He's that much
June 1st type of deal.
He's not a rookie contract, so they can trade him whenever they want to trade him. I mean, the AJ Brown thing is because of all the dead cap. That's why he's going to be a June 1st. They can spread that over a couple of seasons then. So
yeah,
wow.
I kind of felt bad about me saying about in our last podcast and about Diana Rossini, and I was like, I shouldn't say that she's sleeping with him, but you know what? I feel a little bit validated by jumping to that. I know, but I hate it because she was one spearheading the AJ Brown drama and trades, and she was getting inside information, and it was making Eagles fans go like nuts but now we know where she's getting inside information. I mean, so it's like a lot of Eagles fans are like, hey, now like that's not like, I don't know. It is unethical for her to do that, and him and Mike Vrabel. But that's the Patriot way, baby. Cheat here, cheat there, cheat now. So besides that, now we're seeing the trade. The Browns got the 3 picks, which a third, a fifth, and a first. So not bad from a team that's always rebuilding. The Browns need to sell that team. Those fans been suffering for millennia.
I think that's a good trade by the Browns. I don't think they loved anybody there. I think if Tate would have been there, they would have stayed because they need receiving help bad.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to move back, and I think they're going to. We'll see
what the pick is in.
I think the Chiefs are going to go tackle. I'm almost positive here. But if they don't, and this can slide back to 9, if they can still get the Miami guy from Miami, it would be the best draft they had in a long time.
Yeah, the safety. What's his name again?
Caleb Downs.
Yeah, I think they go Downs. That's my prediction.
Whoa!
Hold on. Don't say it just yet. I'm a couple of seconds behind you because I'm watching this on NFL Network. I have the the subscription, which Adam I should have told you to do. You could do it like for $6.99 for 1 month and just stop. Wow, that is something else.
Now you see my reaction. Hey, this guy's all talent in the world. Though. I think he's a big. He's shorter. He's a slot guy. 5'11" and 3/4. 187. That's tiny. That's a slot corner.
Well, it makes sense. They traded McDuffie, so they needed and McDuffie, but he's not. Maybe they hit like. Well, I was telling Adam RJ, like you know how the Packers hit with 2 back-to-back quarterbacks, and that's what the Chiefs did. They hit Snead and they hit McDuffie. The chances of hitting a third guy that's really good are slim to none. So I'm not saying this guy can't be it, but they can't keep this up and just getting rid of good corners and good corners all the time.
I'm with you.
McDuffie is the comp. I see for him.
Well, he runs a 4.38, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, he must have some ball skills down because 5'11" at this age is not a very big corner.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, I'm a certified Chiefs hater, so I hope it doesn't work out. I hope the kid has a good career. Don't get me wrong, but and it's funny saying kid because we're getting old. But I don't know. I don't like the Mahomes because they're politics, but that's neither here nor there. But I guess it's good for NFL if the Chiefs do good too. So I don't know where I am with this. I'm rambling, but hold that thought. Let me. I'm gonna go grab something to drink, guys. But you guys keep on going.
The corner I like is McCoy, the guy from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have tore his ACL last year, he'd have been a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this pick, but hey, they're good with drafting defense.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Steve Spagnuolo is good at. He's probably arguably one of the best defensive coordinators of all time.
Yep.
He's won 6 Super Bowls now, or 7. I mean, 2 with the Giants. I'm not sure with the Chiefs he's won. He's won a both, though. Put it that way.
Yeah. And there's always surprises in the draft, but it feels like this draft, it's hard to predict who's going to go where. There's going to be a lot of trading, a lot of moving around. It's just kind of who people love.
Yeah. I can tell you who loved that pick, the Cleveland Browns. They're really hoping the guy from Miami falls to number 9.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of reports in with Cleveland where they want to get offensive linemen. They've been training for offensive linemen. They want to stack up. They're going for a quarter. If they're not good this year, quarterback next year. But I can tell you who's not going to go there, Archie Manning. It'll be a cold day. They let Manning's let him go there.
That is true. Do you think when teams? Do you think when teams trade this close together, do you think they tell the other team who they're going to pick?
They could.
I don't know the rules on that. I've heard different stories. Like a lot of people were saying that a lot of people were saying that it's not. I was listening to other analysts, and who knows if they know the rules too. They have research teams for this, but one of the Philadelphia beat writers who has a podcast, he was saying that the Eagles could have technically kind of tell the Patriots who to draft if they trade the first round and they get him. But I mean, that's kind of like hearsay. So I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Looks like
you gotta trust them. You know what I mean? You gotta trust them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you know what though? Does AJ Brown want to go to the Patriots? Because it looks like that's gonna be a mess as well.
I mean, honestly, here's where I stand on that. If Vrabel gets fired for that, only reason he should get fired if he's passing on stuff out of the locker room. Because if he gets fired for that, every player better be in the locker room, better be worried. Because we all know the guys have different girlfriends and different wives at different stops. So if he can get got, think about it, a guy who just won Coach of the Year, just got to the Super Bowl, and he gets canned for that. Just get there. I mean, I know the league has changed, but has it changed that much?
all these guys get insider info. Just because she got it with a body part doesn't mean the other guys aren't divulging secrets.
Adam's gonna get us canceled over here.
That was as polite as I could possibly say. I don't think it's possible to be more polite.
Yeah, I hear you. But if Vrabel was giving information, the players can't like that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, coming from the head coach too, it's like. Besides that, that's besides the point. But I'm just saying, like, if AJ Brown, I was just saying, like, AJ Brown doesn't like, even though he's had great seasons in Philadelphia, would he, does he want to go do something that might be? And if Vrabel leaves, his boy, who knows? But anyways, besides that,
Next
um,
pick's in.
yeah,
Mhm.
Commander selection is in. And think about the Commanders, like, everybody thought. I remember people were saying they were going to win the NFC East, just because they had that good thing. Okay, that's a solid pick by them. They need that because I'll wait till Adam. Adam, do you see it come in there?
I got it. I'm up. I'm
Yeah.
up to speed.
Good. I mean, they need they had the oldest defense in the NFL. Bobby Wagner is probably a Hall of Famer, but you could tell he was long in the tooth when it was on pass coverage or anything. So, where I was trying to get to is they're probably go defense because they're the oldest defense. Lattimore's gone, Bobby Wagner's gone, all these guys are gone. They need to get younger and quicker, and this makes sense.
He's a middle linebacker. Sonny Styles. I know I was put him as an edge rusher. He's 6'5", 244. That is not an edge rusher in the NFL. But he did play safety, so he's a sideline linebacker if you can slide him inside. But you're not taking him inside to be a inside linebacker. You're taking him to be an edge rusher. His first 2 years, he played safety at Ohio State. He can cover.
Yeah.
That's what confuses me. I wish they had better designations on players between edge and linebacker. Like, I know it's interchangeable in certain situations, but like you said, if he really is a middle linebacker, like his comp is Fred Warner.
No, his
wish
comp
there
is
was
shown here on ESPN is Brian Urlacher.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But I'm with you. There's guys that inside, outside. I think look at Zach Bond. Started as an outside linebacker, went to inside linebacker, dropped him down. So he may start inside and first and second down. He may slide out to the edge on third down.
Maybe as they gain weight over the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm. I like the pick. A lot of versatile there. The Saints ran to the clock. This has to be offensive tackle.
You would think. I mean, you never know with the Saints. I thought they'd make more moves than they did in the offseason. Travis Etienne was a good signing, and now they could probably make Alvin Kamara a complimentary back, and a young quarterback's best friend is a good running back. But I thought, with what's his name coming off 1,000-yard season, Chris Olave he had his best season so far in the league. I would thought they'd get in a complimentary weapon to help him out, and they really didn't really bring anybody in.
You might get one here, Jordan Tyson. You could get
guy.
Denzel Boston here as well.
Yeah, if Tyson could stay healthy, I mean, the guy would be off the board probably already over the other guy.
Was he the one with the really weird interviews though?
No, I don't know. Was there a guy like that?
There was a guy. I forget.
During the combine, he was answering things really weirdly, like he was high or just being really weird. I don't know.
Sounds like Jordan
Wide
Ivey.
receivers are a different bunch. That's for sure.
I know.
Divish.
No, they are. I mean, look at dude. AJ Brown had over 1,400 yards a season with the Eagles on more than I think 2 or 3 times, and a Super Bowl. He said after the Super Bowl, he's like, "Oh, I didn't think it was that good." And he just wants the accolades and the yards, and that's all he wants. It's like he hasn't made in Philly yet. The fans are pretty, can be crazy. But yeah, they are.
He could have a better quarterback. Let's be real.
Well, yeah. I mean,
and a better offense and a better system that would feed him more. I think he has a point there. So
as we said before, I am in the camp that if Jalen Hurts does not change his ways and doesn't adapt to this new system that's coming in, hey man, his contract is easy to get off after 2027. It's easy. It's like because the thing how he does these things, all that upfront money he gives, and then the back end starts falling down. So, I wouldn't mind getting. I'm not he's one of my favorite Eagles of all time, but I'm not going to sit here and say like, hey, dude, if you can't adjust, you just want to play Russ and Wilson ball. Peace. So,
yeah, there's more and more stuff coming out Jalen Hurts. Like, maybe he's not as sewn up and believable. I think he's really benefited from some of the best offensive line we've seen in a long time for multiple years.
And one of the best defenses and one of the best running backs. Like, they've had one of the best rosters top down with really good coaching. He's definitely just kind of ridden the coattails, in my opinion.
I mean, and the
he played
weapons
his
they
part
have.
with the tush push and like certain things. It fit into the offense, but
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
No, here's
I'm
the
not-
thing. Like Jalen Hurts needs to. If you're not that good of a pocket passer, then you need to be running the ball. Okay, you need the RPO system worked great for us, and they didn't do that much in the next year. I'm in the camp. Yes, it is Jalen Hurts kind of his fault, but I also that guy we had last year went on a Super Bowl roster. We have one of the best rosters. You hear Chris Sims said he's with the best offensive line since he's seen it since the 1995 Cowboys, but he was calling plays like not so great. And I know Jalen Hurts was sometimes changing in the huddle, but you shouldn't hire a first-year offensive coordinator who has never had a chance to throw it on a Super Bowl roster. You should be bringing a vet, a guy who's had experience. Look, again, they brought in Vic Fangio. He turned that defense into a top killer defense. But then we don't do this. We don't do it with the offensive coordinator. I think we should fire Nick Sirianni, and then we hire a great offensive coordinator to take his job. I know Eagles fans hate that because he's so successful. He's one of the top 5 winningest percentage coaches of all time. And Harbaugh, to his point, doesn't call plays. He's a manager of the coordinators. But this revolving door of damn coordinators we keep on having and needs to stop. We need somebody to solidify that coordination, just like Vic is. Now, Vic is probably going to retire in a year or two, so that's another thing we got to deal with. But they needed somebody who would be solid. And if Mannion does good, like the guy from the Packers, he could bounce. He could leave next year. He'd be like, see ya.
but he's never called plays. He's a he's a quarterback coach. So you just brought another to make your point. They just brought another first-year guy in.
Mm-hmm. I know because
it's easy. It's easy to call plays when you have a Hall of Fame O-line. Like any 5th grader that's played Madden can do that. But once the Eagles took a step back in that this year, I think it just highlighted some more weaknesses.
Think it also said a lot where good coordinators would turn their job down.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles reached out to Dalen Declan, the Bears offensive coordinator. He turned them down to stay in Chicago.
Well, it's kind of a lose-lose. What do they get to change? They have to come up with the perfect scheme and not change any players in an entrenched offense. Like yeah.
Then he was
okay. I think it's a combination of things. I don't think I think AJ Brown wants out of there. That's that because he's a bit of a diva. Okay, but I bet, and I'm on usually AJ Brown's side, but like. You know, you have this is the most talented team you're probably ever going to be on, okay? And you want out because you for whatever reason you don't like John. It's a combination of things. But to your point, if I was Howie Roseman, there's like this, you know, you could break contracts. People, you could do that all throughout it happens all throughout the working world, the corporate world. People break contracts. If I'm Howie Roseman, because people think that you can't like sometimes break tradition. I would have fired everybody in the mother when I knew Ben Johnson was a free agent. I'd have been like, hey, thank you for doing what you've done, Nick. But this guy's a great play caller, great schemer. Will do everything. I don't care if it's bad business and it's a bad look. You go after him. You have a offensive line. People compare it since the legendary, a secondary with one of the better corners now in Quinton Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, and you have weapons galore. And you get these JV offensive coordinators. I mean, I guarantee you, Ben Johnson would have told Jalen Hurts, "Hey, buddy, if you're not doing this, my scheming, go." Or you somebody to actually, because they said Kellen Moore would actually Kellen Moore would challenge him. He wouldn't be like, hey, like, no, okay. And they said that was Ken Batua's problem. He'd be like, oh, okay, that's what Jalen Hurts says. He needs somebody to challenge him. So I hope in this, that's what I would do. I'd be like Ben Johnson. And with the Saints pick, like Butter, RJ, Jordan Tyson. They needed that weapon with. I
like the pick. If he's healthy, that's a good. They're building around Shook as they should.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere, and he really helped me on some sports bets during the line.
Cleveland ran to the clock here, guys. Just ran to the bank.
It went straight in.
A home run here. They're drafting the guy from Miami. They couldn't get there fast enough. I bet you.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, guys, but
No,
No,
it's
That might
awesome.
be the trade of the week there. They go back 3 spots, get a third and a fifth, and still get the guy they want.
So, am I stupid? Is Deshaun Watson starting for them this year? What's
No,
going
it's
on
gonna be
there?
Sanders. He's gonna sit out one more year. And he's
Why?
gonna get cut then.
Well, I mean, they said he's going to try out.
Sanders
Yeah,
sucks. He's absolutely dog water.
they're gonna build the offensive line in this draft and get a quarterback next year.
Well, is
Also,
the GM gone? Did the GM get fired with the head coach? Because Stefanski, did he get canned too?
No,
Because
Jimmy-
that was the stupidest thing ever, is drafting Daniel Gabriel and Sanders. Okay, Sanders for the 5th round, sure. Daniel Gabriel was not projected to be that good.
But I think they're hoping if he was good, they can move him for a higher pick. It's one of
Sure,
those
yeah.
get as many quarterbacks as you can, hit in a late round, you can move them up, and also get you a quarterback at $300,000, $400,000 a year. You can turn around and get more pick. You can trade him later. But a guy I've been hearing a lot about here over the guy from Miami is Caden Proctor. That the Cleveland Browns love Caden Proctor.
Yeah.
Go back 2
Well-
years ago, guys. Caden Proctor was the best left tackle prospect we ever seen. He put on 40 pounds, and now he's playing at 370. He needs to slim down to about 310, 325, get us some athleticism back. He could be the best offensive lineman in this draft, if not the last 5 years.
I mean, the Browns could actually be good if they had a quarterback. Their
Yeah.
defense obviously is
mean,
awesome.
they
Quinshawn
wasted-
Judkins was really good.
Yeah, they wasted the one of the best performances, arguably one probably the best of history in the NFL by a defensive player. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so funny to me about that. Me and Adam spoke about last year. He's like, I am dedicated to winning, and that's why I want a new contract. And then, okay, then why didn't you sign with a team that actually has a chance of winning? You just read up with the Browns. Good for the
Well,
Browns.
so-
He's but you know you didn't play for the money. You're not playing to win, brother. You're playing to cash in those checks. You could have left somewhere. I know the Eagles were in talks for trading first rounders and players to get him. It's like, no, you weren't, Myles Garrett. But they're wasting.
He just wants
they have-
the gold jacket. That's all he cares about. He's got the
Yeah.
numbers.
So-
That's it.
So 6-7 reported deadline. The Bears offered 3 first-round draft picks and a second for Myles Garrett at this year's deadline.
This year
They-
or last year?
Yes, this year's draft. 25 over this pick, 26, 27, and a 27 second-round pick. And they said
Well,
no.
they should have taken that. Jesus Christ.
So I think it's the Browns were insane to turn that down. But I think the Browns, if they get a couple of good picks here, last year they hit the home run, moving back an extra first-round pick. I mean, only the Browns luck. They trade with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The 1 year they're actually good, and they get a 25 or 26 pick overall pick instead of a top 10 pick.
I
yeah.
will say for the listeners, RJ is in on a lot of inside circles and rumor mills. Sometimes they're true, other times they're not. So we got to take some of that with a grain of salt.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of rumors. Some are smoke screens with other teams. I mean, Matt Miller is the one who talked about Kalen Proctor going to the Browns at number 9. I'd be shocked if he goes over those two guys, but if they believe in the measurables. He's got all the measurables. He's 6'7". He's 368. He has almost 36-inch arms. He has all the measurables you want for a franchise left tackle. It just his weight. He can't keep his weight down.
I will say, I know RJ's been trying to break into the news breaking game, and he's got onto Raya, and he's it's called Diana Rossini 2. He's trying to get these coaches to divulge some info. So he's going the extra mile. It's admirable.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I hear you, man. And I don't know. If you're I know they can't do anything, but like, you think the Bengals, the Browns, and the Bears would sell their teams to give these franchises a chance. I think the Bengals are the brokest, are the cheapest, and then it's like I think it's the Browns and the Bears are after, because the Bears now are spending money, but these teams. Yeah, the Browns and Bengals. When's the last time these teams were in a Super Bowl, or if that? Are they one of the teams that?
Bengals were like 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
Against the Rams, they missed it by they were short. They're third or whatever. They were short. Aaron Donald only won a Super Bowl with the Rams
Wow,
the
this
Rams.
Downs keeps on falling. I mean,
He has some
this is
medical
the,
concerns.
and I'm not gonna be that guy, but I will be that guy. When the Philadelphia Eagles, they wait and they get players been falling to them the last 2 drafts. DeJean fell to them, Mitchell fell to them, and Campbell, the linebacker. So this is the first tackle taken, and the Eagles a lot of people haven't picking tackles, but there are some guys who I watch a lot of mock drafts who they said have been picked already, and they haven't been picked yet. So
I think the team that's happy right now is Dallas Cowboys, sitting there at 12 with Ruben Bain, Caleb Downs on the board, needing defensive help with 2 elite prospects here. I'd be shocked if the Giants passed the Caleb Downs here. That's a staple of John Harbaugh defense here. Is a dynamic safety. I mean, you think of the Ravens
non-premium position though. I think a lot of these teams are playing the salary game, and they don't. Even if a guy's really good, they're playing the salary cap game.
An elite safety changes the game, though.
I do.
You think the Giants go safety here then?
Oh,
Adam, how are you ahead of us by? Because I'm watching. Are
I
you
didn't say
streaming
anything.
I said,
I'm on the Bleacher Report. I see it.
I'm on TV. I'm ahead of you guys.
Okay. Yeah. Well, here we go. Here, Giant selection. I have it. I'm streaming on the NFL Network Plus. Okay. Well, they needed that.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't think they were going to make both picks. Are you guys surprised they stuck at 5 and 10?
I'm not surprised. I don't think that like I said, that next year being elite teams are going to be crazy to trade next year's first round pick in this draft. Yeah, I believe you have 2 elite players, and the rest are good, not elite prospects. Now, these guys can't be all pros because we always 1 or 2 players that surprise you and are great. Oh, here's the trade, guys.
Yeah, I see it.
Chicago, come on, beat Chicago.
Want me to tell you what it is? I got it here. Yeah,
that's
Cowboys
expensive to move up, man. Cowboys move up 1.
I go. That's Ruben Bain. My guess, Ruben Bain here. They're probably going to swap thirds here. Whoa. They're not swapping Dallas out here. Any detail on this trade yet? I'm watching.
No, I see on the NFL on the draft tracker they have it as Cowboys.
Yeah, they have Cowboys back to back.
And Adam Scheffler is not tweeting out any Pacifics.
It shows on the NFL draft tracker they swapped. Dolphins are on the clock.
They swapped? Okay, they didn't.
Yeah.
It's not showing on YouTube TV. That's why I was like, wow. Because they have the 20 overall pick. People forget Dallas does.
I mean, I think Ruben Bain Jr. I don't know why he would keep sliding.
I mean, that he killed somebody and driving a car. It's
resolved already, wasn't it? Though
it was a long time ago.
Yeah, this guy, I think, be the best player in the draft, guys. Coming up here, Ruben Baines goes here. I love Ruben Baines.
You think Pickens gets traded?
No, I think Dallas is going to call in.
I know he signed the tag.
Yeah.
I'm not even sold on Pickens. I know a lot of people like his numbers, but he's
okay. Well, it seems like it looks like according to Adam Scheffler, they're going to pit this pick and probably put him at right guard to start off because they have Jeremiah, the guy they drafted not too long ago. Illuminor, I can't say his name. Adam knows I can't pronounce these names.
No, you got it.
He's at right tackle, and then you got Andrew Thompson at left tackle. But since Andrew Thompson can't stay healthy for his life dependent on it, maybe he could play some left tackle as well. I'm still not the most confident this offensive line. Maybe this rookie could, add some juice to them. But their offensive line is still. Remember, Dart had to run out of the pocket a lot and extend plays. So they needed this. And I don't know. I don't know if Dart's that guy just yet. Like Jaden Daniels, you got to watch that, or you're gonna get beat up. Look at Jaden Daniels already getting lit up because he started doing this. He started getting running out, and Jaden Daniels is a twig. But the only thing about Dart like head first, like he doesn't protect himself.
See, that's what I like about Caleb Williams. Not to bring to the Bears player, but you never see Caleb take a big shot when he's running. It's always that slide before he gets hit. He really protects himself well.
Right.
He really
That is-
pirouettes away from those guys.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm gonna go back to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is a arguably a top 5 coach in the NFL. I just
If I
think
do
I think
this,
that's fair.
if I do this in real time, so the trade is the Cowboys get the 11th and the Dolphins get the 12th, the number 177 and the 180th pick.
so 4 and a 5, I think, because that is top man. Doing the
Yeah.
math.
And so basically,
Wow.
also, as we're pointing out here, Dexter Lawrence basically turned into this offensive tackle. That's what he turned into. So,
I think it was smart by the Bengals. I mean, people are
Yeah,
kind of giving
well,
a hard time with it.
smarter than
gotta-
Dolphins too. By the way, they're in rebuilding mode like nobody's business, and maybe this helps out. You know.
This is
It
the only
is.
pick I think I'm confident on that it's Reuben Bain Jr. After the Cowboys
mean-
lost Parsons, I don't know how they don't pick this.
It could be Downs.
Just I don't know.
I'd be shocked if it's not one of those two players.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me.
I'm with you.
I'm also paying attention to the Knicks game because it's the playoffs and it's like damn it, it's like I'm trying to do two things at one time here. I also want to check in with the Eagles. Like I know Howie, that guy works his magic like nobody's business. So like I'm trying to see if there's any Eagles news for my Eagle fans out there, but yeah, nothing. I mean, some of the beat writers are saying Eagles should trade the 23rd for 27 first round for the 2027 draft. Somebody are saying if Sadiq, the tight end, could fall to them, or Boston could fall to them, that's a good win for them. I don't know if we go wide receiver just because we have Wicks, Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, and we still have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. If AJ Brown gets traded, we still have all those 3 wide receivers we signed in the offseason. But nothing new in the Eagles front. Nothing I'm not seeing. I mean, I know you're probably hoping the Packers jump in, Adam, but it's kind of not their jam a little bit. I know if they do jump in, they probably have to give up more draft picks, which they probably don't want to do.
Yeah, no. They're at like 54, 52, something like that. So this is way too rich. Maybe like the last like 2 picks of the first round, they could consider it. If there's somebody they really like, I'd be cool with that. But otherwise, no.
I'm waiting for the Cardinals to jump back in for Ty Simpson. There's been a lot of talk. I know Chicago's had a lot of conversations per 670 with Arizona about Tyler Bagent.
Well, why don't the Bears jump in and get your boy, the one who's still sitting
Downs?
not Downs, but the other guy, the defensive end, the
Baines?
Baines. Go why? I
He's
thought
I
the
just
there,
don't
Bears,
man.
think
they
don't
were one of
think
the
the Bears
worst teams
wanna
at
give
sacking the
27.
quarterback last year.
I think the Bears don't want to give a 27 first up. I think that's what it's going to come down. I think they'd be more willing to move back out of 25. The team of the Cardinals get their the 35th pick and maybe a future first. But if Cardinals would be insane. Any team moving up is going to trade a first round pick for next year. Is insane. Their GM better hitting that pick, or that's fireable offense in my opinion.
Well, I think what Baines is probably going here with the Cowboys. So the pick is in. They that defensive tackle they took in Mozzie Smith. It looks like he could be a bust. So they need something there. I know they got Adams' boy from the Packers, but as we can tell, he can't put a full season together. What's his name? Who's the guy they traded for?
What team are you talking about?
Gary.
From
Sean
the Cowboys. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, the guy can't put a full season together.
And Downs.
Wow.
Best player in the draft, guys.
Well, also their secondary was god awful last year. God awful.
That is true. That is
The
true.
best player in 11. Miami, hey, Noah's could be smiling here. Is the Rams at 13 here. Ruben Barnes on the board. They can nail him at 13.
Yeah, they need
You know
a pass
that they're-
rush improvement.
They got good pass rushers. They're young, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things. Can you have too many of them? And I know I just criticized the Giants doing the same thing. But they didn't take three guys in the top 10.
All right, so he's only so they have Caleb Downs as 5'11". He's probably 5'10". But I thought he would be bigger than that.
Yeah, I mean, he's elite. He can play a little bit of corner.
No, I mean, yeah, he's one of Caleb Downs and Love. They said that were if the guys who they think are the only elite players in this draft. And I hate to see him go to the Cowboys, because I'm an Eagles fan, but that's one of the better picks in the draft. I don't know. I mean, is safety worth 11th pick? That's the argument. Value. I don't. These guys break it down on value a lot. Some guys who do mock drafts. Is he? Because is that a position that changes the tide? I don't know.
I don't know, but I think anytime you get to argue with the best player in the draft at 11, take him.
Right. Yeah. It happened to Jalen Carter. Remember when Jalen Carter he was the best player, fell to the Eagles? It's like, I get that, yeah.
I'm also a big believer in not filling holes. You take the best player available.
Yeah,
teams get in too much trouble trying to fill a hole here and there. If you guys are pretty close, if you have like 1A, 1B, then fill the hole. But if you have too many holes, you pick in the top 15, you got a lot of holes.
And he comes from a NFL family, apparently. He has a lot of family in the NFL, so that's pretty cool.
Josh Downs, the receiver for the Colts.
And Miami's up next. God knows they need offensive line help. God knows they need another weapon to help Malik Willis, because I think Tutu Atwell might be their number one wide receiver. They traded all their defensive players, Phillips, Fitzpatrick. So God knows where they're going to go with this.
This could be the guard from Penn State, guys. I don't remember his name, but he is supposed to be really good. He played. I don't know if we go tackle here.
I couldn't say that one, but Oyani.
Yeah. I'm never going to try to say that name.
That first name's insane. Olavavega.
Yeah. Yeah. So look at that. Tate, Abel, Reese, and Styles and Caleb Downs, 4 Ohio State guys in the first 11 picks.
Wow. You
think this team won the national championship?
The guy left it. I'm going to bring up the big board here, guys. This is for NFL.com. ESPN.com, sorry. He has Ruben Bain, number 1 player, Malachi Lemon, the receiver from USC, and they have Khalid Sadiq, tight end from Oregon, and Monroe Freeland, and then Overline, Penn State guard, and then they have the cornerback who I think is really good, is Tremont McCoy. He went and tore his ACL last year. He might have been a top 5 pick.
I think we'll start seeing the corners go around Baltimore and Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay, they lost Dean, and he was their kind of the heart of that defense with Vita Vea. But they need secondary help. So I think that's where the first corners should go. I don't think the Rams are going to go corner because they just signed 2 corners. So I think Tampa Bay, Baltimore, I'm not entirely sure where they go. RJ, I don't know if you caught our last podcast, but I've been telling that. I told him this, and I caught this. They need to switch it up. The Ravens have been doing like the system with the flavors are not working. It's always Lamar Jackson, and now they have Henry, which is great. The defense is not stepping up. I know Jackson was hurt and all that, but then they have Huntley. He's the same guy. They have Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman. How many times have they run these guys out here? Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman. They run these guys out every single year, and what happens? You get to the playoffs and bye, see you later. Something needs to change. Not Lamar Jackson, because he is a great talent, but something. Like, I don't know what the hell they got to do there.
They got to go. If I was Baltimore, I go pass rush. Sorry, I just think they need this. The pass rush can help your quarterbacks.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what they signed Hendrickson.
Wow, this is the one. This is a shocker here. This is real early.
Oh God, well that's the Dolphins' way, isn't it?
For the Rams or who?
Dolphins.
The Dolphins. The guy I was praising, guys, who I said has an elite left tackle ability.
Yeah.
Caden Proctor.
Yeah. Why is that a reach? He was the 4th best available in the NFL.
Yeah, but a lot of them, he was last year. He struggled moving. He had struggled pass blocking in Alabama. He ballooned report up to 400 pounds, and so we have this guy will be the best pick of the draft or the worst pick of the draft, the first round. That kind of potential.
Wow.
Well, he's so big. You can kick him inside though too. So it's one of those where you can't play tackle. You can probably play guard.
Yeah, that's what the Packers always do.
Is Malik Willis? I remember watching his games, but does he like to sling it, or is he just run out of the pocket kind of guy?
He can throw. He threw some dimes in those couple games he started, and I don't know if he was just feeling it, but he can throw the ball.
Yeah, he has.
Well,
This guy has probably he's huge. He's just a monster guy. I mean, he's 6'6". He said, and he said 358, but and then college football player they had a 375. The college football playoff.
yeah. I mean,
They used to for the show on NFL the draft here on ESPN. They ran a line. They put him on a slot receiver and ran a screen to him in one place.
Jeez.
you know, that's the thing about the Miami Dolphins. You know, they went Proctor, cool, but they need everything and anything. So they could have went with anything. But when you're rebuilding, the best thing you can do is through the trenches. So, you know, this is a good start.
Especially with Achane, the only guy that's going to do anything on that offense.
Right,
They need to help him so he's not getting murdered.
I'm not in particular. I don't know who's gonna be calling plays for the Dolphins. I know they hired the defensive coordinator from the Packers, but they need to run the RPO with Willis and Achane. Just stick with that, and that's their best shot, I believe. Oh, look at the Rams; they got their pick in real quick too. This draft is flying. Yeah, I mean, Miami Dolphins, cool. They can't seem to put it together. It's another team that's like you had. I know. David, one of my picks I thought was a sneaky pick is Tua to the Falcons because he's going to have B.J. Robinson, London, and all that. And he's going to have to. He doesn't have to go to Buffalo or go to the Jets, so he's going to stay. He'll stay in with dome teams and warm weather teams. So I think he might do a little better than he did in Miami. But like they had Waddle, they had Hill, they had all these players. They had Jordan Phillips, they had a defense. And it was like, is this something? Are these guys just doing blow and having drinks and not really pay attention to the game because it's in Miami?
I would be.
Why? I mean, yeah. So it's like, you know what? Like I'm trying to figure out like what's in the water, Miami. They can't put it together. I mean, Dan Marino couldn't get a damn title. So it's like there's something there.
The organization just sucks. So remember, every time you would look in the stands, like it would be a quarter full. Like same as Jacksonville. Yeah. It just seems like a not serious franchise where they'll put a good team out there just to sell tickets. Like they don't take it seriously. Like they don't want to win.
You know, that California and Florida, I don't know why they can't fill their stadiums. I'll give San Francisco 49ers, they do feel their things. But LA, you watch this LA Ram game in San Diego, the LA Charger games, there's wide open places that are open. And that's why they say when you go to that play when the away team comes to play the Rams or the Chargers, you hear more of their team. It's a home. It's like what? And Florida can't do the same thing. Watch a Miami Marlin game for baseball. Man, there's so many open seats. Yeah.
It's that and a lot of transplants. You know what I mean? How many of you go out there? Oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Denver. I'm from Texas. I'm from here. You know what I mean? A lot of people move out to those areas. Yeah.
I mean, I no offense to anybody from Florida watches on the rerun or on live, but that you couldn't pay me to live in that state. But what I'm trying to say is they've had mega teams, mega players, and it never comes together. And if you honestly think about it, who are the three best quarterbacks? Marino, and then there's like a long gap. Then was it Tannehill?
Yeah,
it's
a tough, tight race for last.
David Tua, I was looking. David Tua was like in the top 5 of passing yards for the Miami Dolphins organization.
I'll bring it up here and see. I'll take a look and see what I can.
So what's what I'm saying? Like it's another team, like the Browns, like the Bengals. Now the Bengals finally hit a quarterback in Joe Burrow, but they can't. Like you can't hit. Tua is an average quarterback in my opinion, but you know, what I'm just trying to say is like, you know, you could give all the
hey
picks.
guys, here's some throwback.
Hold on, RJ. You're kind of you're now go ahead. You're kind of like stuck in digital world there. Now go ahead.
So the top 5 career passing yards for the Dolphins here, Dan Marino obviously, and then it's almost a 40,000 yard gap. Bob Greasy.
Oh, Greasy! I forgot about Greasy.
Tannehill. And number 5 for NFL throwback fans, Jay Fiddler.
Wow. So David Two was named in the top 5. Jay Fiddler. Wow.
Oh, 2 and 4. Sorry.
Oh, 2 is 4.
I skipped
Okay,
2.
so I did.
Yeah.
No, you're good. So that's what I mean. It's like they haven't had no success with quarterbacks after Dan Marino, and it's like
They just
what's
had no
in the
success. Period. They've been terrible. It's like the Bears not having a 4,000-yard passer. It's like 30 years without a good quarterback.
I hear that. I don't know why there's some organizations, and the Philadelphia was like that for a little bit too. They had to like sign guy. I mean, McNabb was the change when Andy Reid came, but it took them like I don't know. Some organizations they just whiff on the quarterback position. I just don't get it why.
Mhm.
But are the Dolphins on their team that need a sell? It's like, or like, I don't get it. Oh yeah, they did. They recently, but also, you know, when you think about teams like the Jacksonville, who can't fill a damn stadium, their life dependent on it. Why would you build the same Jacksonville in general? Get rid of it. Go somewhere else. I don't understand it. Like I think the Jags eventually will leave will leave to do a different team city, but
Chicago's open now. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a hot ticket,
Well, it is
hot ticket
both.
item.
So Chicago Illinois government just passed that to the House,
So
the mega project bill. So we'll see. They're going to the Senate today. I think tomorrow they'll announce they're staying in Arlington Heights.
they
In
did.
my
They did.
Tomorrow?
RJ. Wait, RJ. They did, but the Bears came out and said right after that in itself they passed that bill would even like they want more. They said they like that they wouldn't even push them over to things. So it's like I don't know. I don't want
the
to
mega
get
project thing's probably just for a data center. RJ, the Bears are going to
Could be.
down by
I
the
mean,
paper mill in Indiana.
some of the stuff being reported about is insane. So stuff that's reported at 670. When the Bears approached them 2 years ago for the stadium deal, the city of Arlington Heights wanted $25 million. And the Bears didn't say no. The NFL stepped in and said no.
Yeah.
The highest paid property tax in the NFL right now is around $11 million, and that's the Rams. And the Bears offered to match that, according to a report. I'm not in the room. 670 reporting it, you know what I mean? So I'm assuming they have some pretty good sources there. So.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Well, here we go.
Did we see this pick?
Oh!
Oh my
hold on.
god!
Shocker here.
What
Hold
are
on,
they doing?
I'm behind you guys.
Oh my
Whoa.
god! So basically, they're saying we're a Super Bowl team. We don't need anybody.
They're saying that Matt Stafford paying one more year. He's going to sit behind Matt Stafford for a year.
Wow.
What I'm just saying that not many teams have a luxury pick that big at 13.
No,
Ever.
they don't.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I can't believe they went quarterback. Look, I know Matthew Stafford, maybe they're baked on last year, but you have the quarterback class. Well, they don't have first pick. They like, man, I don't know. Maybe this is they feel like they don't know they could get quarterbacks because they have no first round picks.
Puka Nacua could be in jail with freaking the white supremacists or whatever the hell whoever he's talking to. He's sucked into the manosphere. You got Devontae Adams is like gonna be close to retiring here in the next couple of years. Why not take a stud wide receiver?
I thought they might go tight end there and kind of pair him up with these guys. And that seems to be the tight end is your X factor.
Wow.
Look at
As we
I'm
switch
shocked
to
They're
I'm gonna
impact players.
I'm going to switch to the Adam Scheffler here saying this. We're here in real time here, show you guys what he's saying about this. So he is saying that the Rams Super Bowl, here we go. The Rams have Super aspirations 2026 with the game set to be played in SoFi Stadium, but there's also eye on the future with Ty System is the QB they've identified as the eventual successor of Matthew Stafford. So they are doing that. He also says right here, this was the first round pick the Rams acquired from the Falcons, who in 2024 did not give Kirk Cousins a heads up that they plan to select Michael Penix in the first round. The Rams called veteran Matthew Stafford today to inform that they were going to pick Ty Simpson. So apparently they got his blessing before this. So they really are planning for the future. Is he that guy? I'm not sure, but it looks like they are like, hey, they are planning to move off of Stafford.
some of the scouts like Ty Simpson above Mendoza. He plays in a more pro-ready offense. He's more ready now than Mendoza was. I don't know if I go that far with the guy. I didn't watch a whole lot of Alabama football, but there's some scouts that were really high in him.
I think it makes sense, though, honestly, the more I think about it. Stafford's been hurt so much. I don't see him playing another year. Like, the back issues he's always having. If they can have somebody sit, which is a luxury that seems to work out for teams in the right situation, you're giving him every chance to succeed. Where if Stafford just retires next year, they're in the lurch. They're going to have to pay somebody.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Or no, go ahead, RJ. Finish your sentence. No, go ahead.
What this reminds me of is when the Packers took Jordan Love when they had a Rodgers when they were 2 games away from the Super Bowl.
But 10 picks later. 10 picks later, though. I think the Rams could have traded back and still taken Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
Possibly.
That's my point. I think Love was picked like 24th.
I think because the Jets are like 3 or 2 picks away, they're afraid maybe the Jets pick him up. Maybe that's the reason why. Or they really did like him. But I hear you, Adam. But what I was trying to say is, and help me with here because Alabama, they don't put out the best quarterbacks. They correct me wrong. Now offensive linemen all day, every day. But I can't think of like a lot of like big time, consistent big time quarterbacks.
Look at your team right now. Look at your shirt. Where do you play?
Yeah, your favorite player.
Okay, he played at Oklahoma as well. He played at Alabama. Okay, yeah, I understand. And we were just talking about how all 3 of us we're cool with him like leaving the Eagles. Okay, so
I'm just saying, he won a national title there, and then he won a Super Bowl. He's probably arguably the most successful quarterback since a long time ago. There's one legendary quarterback that played there, and I can't think of his name. Sorry.
Right,
but.
Well, I mean, what I'm trying to say,
wrong either.
Yeah. Well, I think Baltimore's going, what's his name, your boy, Bailey. I think because they need a pass rush. The guy they got Green from last year who kind of fell into their arms a bit, he was okay, wasn't great, but they were their defense was not that great either. It's not a Ravens defense that we're used to. It was kind of Swiss cheese. They could go corner here as well, but
I mean, also think about look at this guy. They have Malachi Lemon on the board.
He was projected as top 10 from some people.
I like Ruben Brains. Yeah, they need a pass rush, so I'll be shocked if they go there. But hey, they've been thinking it's deep defensive line drafts.
Picks in. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I texted my friend who's a scout for the Ravens and told him if I was the GM, I'd trade Lamar Jackson and rebuild.
Whoa, what's his not a super shock. I should have thought about this guy going here. It's the Ravens pick, guys.
Yeah. When in doubt, you just go all line in the first round.
Yeah, and this guard
is a safe pick.
They said this guy's plug and play. Like he'll be the day one starter. Hey man, bring your scout friend down here and give some inside information. I met him at your wedding.
Yeah, he's tight-lipped. Honestly, he doesn't tell me.
No,
anything.
I'm sure.
I wish he did. But
he was a nice guy. I remember him at your bachelor party.
Yeah, I do truly believe that the Ravens aren't going anywhere though, unless they get rid of Lamar and really change some things.
Who's their head coach now?
Minter, the Chargers defensive coordinator.
Jesse.
Yeah,
I like him. He's a. But that's the thing, RJ. That's what I'm talking about. They need to get away from this. Hey, we were the great Ravens defenses of the past. Remember, I told you for years the Bears need to stop thinking like it's 1985. They go hire Phil Johnson, and what happens? They open the floodgates. They need to hire. They need that includes hardball. Go get like a Ben Johnson. You have Lamar Jackson, and his years are waning. So you know what, Minter, I like him a lot. I do. I think he's one of the better defensive minds in the league. But I think they need to hire an offensive genius.
I have a lot of respect for John Harbaugh. I mean, you hear some of the stuff that came out of him. They want him to fire the offensive coordinator, and he said, "What?
Harbaugh hater. I hate both brothers."
I'm just saying, John Harbaugh. I respect it though because instead of firing offensive coordinator, he said, "Screw you, fire me."
Yeah, no. I no. Don't worry. I'm not. I don't like the hardball from the Chargers. He's what I have a problem with. People think he's yes, he's a good head coach, sure. But when Colin Cowherd, he said it for clicks that he's the best head coach in all of football, college, and I'm like, what? Andy Reid? He's better than Andy Reid. Yeah, he said that for clicks. And I'm like, what chip did he win? He lost in the Super Bowl that he was in, and he just got in the playoffs, and he cheated to win a national title. So, what am I missing here? I'm not an NFL player. I'm not an NFL Linus, but I'm watching. My eyes are telling me, like, so that's why I like the hardball from the Ravens, but the hardball from the Chargers. Let's pump the brakes before we crown this guy.
Yeah, and to say that over Bill Belichick, I know no one likes Bill Belichick. He's arguably the best coach we've had in 15 years.
Yeah, but just saying over Andy Reid, a guy who's playing right now, it's like, are you nuts?
I'm not disagreeing with that at all, but I'm saying Bill Belichick's still coaching, and the Hall of Fame sham is a sham.
Yeah.
If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, there's not a single coach coaching right now as a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Wait, who?
That was
Bill
Belichick.
Oh,
Hall of
yeah,
Famer
yeah.
first shot.
No, I know because that was that one single guy or something, like somebody who said no, right?
Yeah, and that's just that they all didn't like him, and they all got a chance to stab him in the back, and they did it. It's pathetic.
That's some petty shit.
And I'm not I mean, you see the Tom Brady jersey back there. I like Tom Brady, and I think Tom Brady was a lot of his success. But you had 7 Super Bowls. You're not even talking about Super Bowls with the Giants as D coordinator.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, this guy is a locked first ballot Hall of Famer. It's a sham. They didn't redo the rules because of that. That is a joke.
No, totally agree.
So can I ask a question? So Ruben Bain Jr., RJ, you said that you don't think he's getting picked because there's of the car accident thing.
That's came out.
The other
late.
thing is short arms, just physically.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Sorry.
But he showed up in the biggest games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be different if he didn't show up. So
I'll be right back. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get myself a glass of wine.
Yeah, I might need a drink refill when you get back.
I'm not sure with him. What do you think Tampa's
it's
going to
weird.
go here? Take a look at best
They could
available
go
here.
wide receiver. They could go O-line, defense. Their defense was pretty terrible last year, wasn't it?
It was. So the top 5 available players for ESPN.com is Ruben Bain from Miami, Mackay Lemon, USC, Kane and Sadiq, which a lot of mocks had him getting mocked to Buccaneers, Morgan Freeman, and then obviously this hasn't updated yet because they have the Penn State guy who just went. And then so I'm going to bump the guy up here and McCoy. So I think here's you might see some trade up value here because everyone in the league knows if Detroit wants an offensive tackle.
Okay.
So you might see a team move up here to try to jump.
I don't see any offensive tackles.
So
They're
Morgan
like
Freeman.
20th. Freeman?
So Morgan Freely, he's number 4 on the big board in ESPN.
Okay, he's a bit down there in the NFL draft board.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
according to Mel,
they're-
best available here on YouTube right now. I'm watching here. Lemon, Freely, Sadiq, Bain, Thiemann. That's the safe. Dylan Thiemann is the safety from Oregon. We even brought him up. We talked about everyone else on the board so far. And that's Mel Kiper, guys.
yeah.
I really like Dylan Thiemann. He reminds me a lot of Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
So,
Where are the Bears? The Bears are at 25. You don't see
Yeah.
them trading up. You think you think they're going to trade out?
if they were going to trade up here, I think you would see it at 16 or 17. Or 16, I think Ruben Baines. I think the Bears, if he could
That's
fall
what I'm
here,
saying.
talk a top 5. This is where having that. What are they asking for? Are they asking for a future first? And the answer is no. If they're asking for
That's
a
too
second
much.
round, if you're going to give a second, maybe a fourth, I'm all over the pick if the Bears could get Ruben Baines. It would be a home run. You're talking about a guy who was mocked in a top 5.
Well,
But
I
then
don't think that's
again,
happening, RJ. I
brought
got
up-
a suspicion that he's not available anymore.
Okay. You have Ruben Baines going to Tampa Bay.
Slide, yeah, he went to Tampa.
But
And
then again,
Slide
They needed that.
Yeah, I don't think ever in their wildest dreams did they think that was going to happen.
No.
But Adam, we're talking about Mark. It's like Ruben Baines does not really fit a Dennis Allen guy. Dennis Allen likes versatile, long arms. That's just the guy is a Zion. Look at guys with long arms. That's what Dennis Allen likes for the Bears. But the Bears, I don't know. This is a good trade spot here, but that pick's already in. They're running to the board here. This could be Sadiq here.
To his point, I bet the Buccaneers thought this was never going to happen.
Well, I'm with you. I didn't see it. There's no one I saw was going to slip this far.
Right.
I like the pick. I thought they might go Sadiq.
I mean, them, like I said, I had them as my under. RJ, they're predicted at 8.5 wins, and I was like, I could see them getting just 8 wins because they lost their heart and soul. Mike Evans, they lost one of their better defensive guys. They had nothing but losses around, and so this is actually a big pickup for them. A good person falling to them.
I agree. We had a slow 40 time according to ESPN.
I know you shouldn't eat on camera, but I need a little snack. I'm
6'2". Yeah, he's real undersized. He's 6'2" and 263. It's undersized defensive end.
Also, there's like the least amount of tweets I've seen from Adam Schefter in a while because I don't think a lot of people are here. I mean, we saw some trades already, but nothing dynamic.
This year's we talked about with the being not it's NIL too. You gotta start talking about that. How you're not getting some of these guys that come out early because the NIL they're making more.
Yeah,
but people forget. So the guy from Duke was going to come out, but he got $8 million from Duke. He's going to make more than all these guys in the first round.
Yeah. No,
why would you risk $8 million?
You're totally right. The NIL is like kind of shaking up the NFL up a bit. And I know I saw who reported, it was probably Adam Schefter, but somebody reported that executive or whatever, they said it was like they don't know. He like insulted the system and the kids and that process, NIL process.
Go get paid.
Yeah, go get your money.
So much money. What happens if you come out the NFL? You're not in a second or third round pick, and you can make $300,000 in school. That's more than that first round pick's going to make. I mean, a third or fourth round pick's going to be. You tear your ACL, you're done. Like all your leverage is gone. It's not like the college basketball. You can go overseas for a couple of years and get some more chance. These guys don't get no chance.
No, that's you're totally right. Like why? Like and go talk to players who literally were great in college, but then they turned. Maybe the pros were all not. It doesn't translate to the pros. Or like they get hurt like this, their own that might be their only option in college to get some kind of money because they're getting money. Their money's being made off their back, so they might as well get paid for it. So,
the only one I would disagree about this is quarterbacks. Quarterback, if you're going to be a first round pick, you got to go. Because if you're a great quarterback in the NFL, 50, 60, $70 million a year. I mean, no one's hit that number yet, but it's trending that way.
Oh. It looks like the pick's in for the Jets.
I think it's going to be a tackle. They need a lot of help. I mean, not a lot of help. They need a lot of holes to fill.
Also, I wonder if they were surprised that Simpson was gone.
I think it helped the Bears here. With Todd Bajan being on the board here, possibly being traded. You're not going to get a first, second round pick. Maybe you get a conditional that could become 2 next year. On the Bears, or I'm asking maybe for Budda Baker.
Yeah, true. Very true. I don't got it right in front of me, but who were the
love this pick by the Jets, by the way.
Okay, I'm just cashing now. But who's left on the big board? Anybody worth noting?
We're kind of just talking when you were gone. So the big board here is Malik Lemon, receiver. Obviously, the number 3, the 2 player just went, and it's Cayenne City, the tight end of Oregon. Number 2, according to ESPN draft here, is Monroe Freeland, offensive tackle. Then they got Jamad McCoy, the Tennessee guy, the cornerback. Then you've got Hakeem Astor, the edge from Miami. Then you've got the Dylan Seaman, the safety from Oregon, and you got Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Okay, so I know you like this pick, but Mason Tyler was the guy they drafted last year, and he was good.
Yeah, this is kind of more the mold of the Tyler Warren versus the Loveland last year, kind of that here. 6 foot. I mean, I don't know his measurables yet, but 6'6", 4'5", 4'6", 40. I'll look up his measurables here, guys, right now to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown.
He's ran the fastest NFL scouting, ran the fastest 40-yard dash by tight end since 2023.
Yeah, he ran a 4.4 40. He's 6'3", 241. He kind of reminds me a little bit of I forget the guy's name now. Sorry, Kendricks from Wisconsin. Not as a little more faster, but undersized. He's not the Loveland last year who was 6'6", ran the 4.5. The matchup nightmare. People think that was still a bad pick. I don't. I think second half of his season, all he did is flash elite. I mean, speed that Sadiq Taylor has.
Adam, while you were gone, I was telling RJ, they drafted Mason Taylor last year. He was probably, besides Garrett Wilson, their best. Garrett Wilson was hurt a lot. One of their better weapons. So they go back to tight end. So are they planning to do 2 tight end sets at all time, or maybe put him out in space because he does run a 4.3? Maybe put him in the slot. But let's don't forget, Geno Smith is throwing the ball. Now, can he have a bounce back year than he had the Raiders? Sure, but he's getting long in the tooth. He's in his mid to up 30s, I think mid 30s now. I mean, do you want? Should have done that? I don't know. I'm not liking this pick. That's me personally. I like the player, but not to the Jets.
Speed, man.
Block
Speed
at all?
kills.
He's
No,
just
he's
a
not
pass
good.
catcher.
He's gonna be like kind of like how the Bears use Loveland, more as
Okay.
that pass catching tight end, stretch the field. Now what they can do, they have Taylor at the playing tight end 1. They can put him in the more that fullback role, slot in the tackle, send him out to the help block a little bit, but creates a match, one-on-one match, getting it to tight end gets a linebacker, maybe a safety, the size.
Well, speaking of
I think-
Loveland, him and Sadiq both come from Idaho.
Oh, really?
I mean, the Jets are on a multi-year plan here, so
The Jets
they
are
gotta
always
take
on
the
a multi-year
best.
plan. They're
I know.
always on a multi-year plan.
Worst
They're-
franchise in the NFL.
They have to be assuming that they're going to have a shot at one of the quarterbacks next year, right?
I mean, there's 5 of them.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
fine.
So you do your best to start building around him. That's a weapon for next year. I think that's an investment for next year if they think he's actually a good pass catcher.
Yep. I thought
Like a
they'd go
dominant
tackle
guy.
here and try to protect him a little more for next year.
Hey, by the way, that's not the Marshmallow
This
Man.
is the not happy one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you're doing this, right?
She doesn't like to be held.
Yeah. Well, okay. The Jets, if they had a competent quarterback, they could actually make a lot of noise. They re-upped on a lot of defense. They went in the offseason. They signed a bunch of guys. They traded for some guys. Aaron Glenn does not want to use his job. They have Brees Hall and Allen. Allen's okay, but Brees Hall, he's a better than average. He's a good running back. Taylor, I do like. Did AD Mitchell go there? Yeah, AD Mitchell went there in the Sauce Gardner trade. I told people, even though he had that little mess up where he threw the ball on the ground, I do like him. So he's got a good number 2, maybe number 3.
Whoa, breaking news here, guys. Nico Collins is on the block here.
What?
The Texans are looking to trade Nico Collins mid-contract rumors here. He's being shopped right now. It just broke in the draft. Just broke.
Didn't he just sign a contract, or what did you say? He's out for contract.
He's up for an extension. They're having
Extension.
He wants to be high. How they pay, and the Texans are balking at it. It sounds like.
He should be.
Not saying he's playing on a 3-year, $72 million that runs through next season.
Who is this news from?
This is I'm on Bleacher Report with this. I was kind of checking NFL rumors here, and
It seems like there's always one big player traded in the first round. Maybe not always, but often.
And you're asking who I was trading the 2027 pick for? He might be it. If you're a team that's a receiver away, you think you're going to be a Super Bowl Chiefs right about now? If he's available, yeah, I would. That's some guy I would look for. The Chiefs,
Or the Patriots. I
Patriots,
I'd
Seattle.
take Collins over AJ Brown all day.
Yeah, but I think what's their asking price going to be? I mean, I think Eagles are going to get a first,
Yeah.
1 and a 3 probably for Brown. I think I'd ask for more for Nico Collins.
Yeah, I would too.
I don't know.
But then you got to pay him.
Well,
know.
I mean, did you? I'm sorry, I had a text. Are you guys saying Nico Collins is better than AJ Brown?
I'm saying he's younger and he gets better.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nico's-
RJ said younger and yeah, better.
yeah, I mean, our AJ Brown is a top 3 wide receiver in this league. People are just saying that it's Justin Jefferson, then it's arguably him.
I
I'm making this
disagree
up.
with that.
Yeah, I don't think that's true anymore.
I
Maybe
would
on
honestly
their best
say
day, I don't know.
to me, it's Jamar Chase, and then it's Justin Jefferson. And then I have to get more into numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess Brown's in there though. I don't think that's
But, you know,
crazy.
you can
I disagree, but
I mean,
I
I
would
like
talk-
Jamar Chase over AJ Brown too. I wouldn't put him at with the 1 and 2, but I can make an argument that he's the 3rd best wide receiver in this league. He, of course, because he doesn't have a system or a quarterback that throws to him. But previously, he had back 1,400 yard receiving, 1,400 yard receiving.
and
Honestly,
tons of
right now-
touchdowns. He's a beast.
I would probably say I take Jamar, Jefferson, Puka, JSN, and that's where the AJ Brown would come into my mind.
Yeah, with Puka,
Blake
I'm not entirely
Miller.
sure.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Puka's gonna have the longevity.
Well, right
of
now,
other
he's had
guys.
back-to-back 1,700 yard season, 1,600 yard season. So
Ooh,
JSN,
you were right. You were right, RJ, on the Bears or the Lions.
Oh wow, the Eagles. A lot of people had Blake Miller. The Eagles picking him up.
he's
Yeah, that
kept
seemed
the
like a
size,
reach.
6'6", 317.
Hey, RJ, in our last podcast, man, I'm a firm believer. I am taking the under on the Detroit Lions team total wins at 10.5 wins. I am. I just am. Losing Ben Johnson was a drastic change in the play. They lose Montgomery. They lost their center. I know they traded for one, but they lose their center, lose offensive lineman. They still have weapons, but their defense was in shambles. They lose their linebacker. I still,
Goff's a
even with
year
this pick,
older.
yeah, even with this pick, I'd like I still like the under 10.5 win total wins because I'm a big believer in the Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to be at second place or better in this coming up because Kyle Murray is worth 2 wins and they had 9 wins last year with JJ McCarthy who can't throw a damn ball, okay, and the other backup. So I think the Lions on the way down.
I'm going to pose this question: was it really Dan Campbell or was it Ben Johnson? Was the magic for that team?
It was a combo. I think Ben Johnson obviously was a scheme guy, but Dan Campbell, I always say, puts the cocaine in the Gatorade for those guys and gets them to run through a brick wall. So they were a dangerous combo, but he without the brains, he's not. They did not look the same at all.
I mean, there's been talk to the Lions. One of the guys they picked offensively, that was Ben Johnson, telling them who to pick.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a believer that it was Ben Johnson. Look at Ben Johnson. He schemed the Bears to make the playoffs. He changed in like the second half of a game when they were down to come back. They have these comebacks because he could scheme, he could game plan. When he left, you saw the change. Yes, is Gibbs still great? Yeah, Gibbs is awesome. You can't deny that time. Oh, but this guy's considered, I think, the best defensive tackle in the draft. So not a bad selection because they did lose Allen and they did lose the guy who signed with the Packers, Hargrave. So they did need somebody in the middle.
Very inconsistent. That was his.
I mean, yeah, this is not a defensive tackle class whatsoever.
No, but very long arms. But his big knock is lack of production. So
6'6", 275. You think I could take him on?
yeah, in your mind.
Go for the knees, man. Go for the knees.
Yeah. But no, they needed this. They needed someone to
Good
plug in the
hand.
middle, like I said. Yeah. They needed someone to plug in the middle. Oh man, I see Philadelphia. Wait, did Philadelphia move
Ooh,
up?
damn. All right, Vikings picks in. You guys see it?
Cam
Yeah.
Banks here. We're talking about.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
Philadelphia
sorry.
moved up. Philadelphia now has the 20th pick.
Are you sure? They traded with the Cowboys?
It looks like they did. Yep.
What the
I'm trying to bring it up right now. Eagles trading up to 20 with Dallas. Yep, they're not saying what they're trading. What do the Eagles like? It has to be off at the tackle they thought wasn't going to be there.
Morgan Freeling, probably. There's a lot of mocks had him going there. Monroe Freeling.
But trade with the Eagles and Dallas Cowboys, that's like sacrilegious. That never really happened.
They probably asked for a ton. And the Eagles probably they have a lot of
Makai
picks.
Lemon, maybe.
That could
They
be
got
it.
Did you guys-
AJ.
Hey, Jeremiah Johnson's gonna have the most guaranteed money by a rookie quarterback in history. Jeremiah
Running back.
Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Way
Well,
back in
they're
the-
not. I'm not seeing a lot of details here with even checking
Wow.
Eagles beat rewriters, but they moved up 4 spots. The Eagles are trading with Dallas. The Eagles received the 20th pick. The Cowboys received the 23rd, the 114, the 137. I am very surprised. They must really like somebody.
Two desperate teams put their rivalry aside to improve their teams.
Come on, Philly. Yeah, I have no idea. I have these things on my stream deck. Hopefully they are working. I'll see and when we rewatch this, but I doubt it's working right now. I got to reset it. Regardless, I just tried to hit a logo of the Philadelphia Eagles on our live stream. I don't know if that worked or not, but I am surprised because
Yeah, who's
The-
there? We're getting into like cornerback territory, or there's like a couple edges.
Lord knows we don't need a corner. We could
I
use
know.
edge. I'm not gonna lie, we could use edge. Let me go on Twitter real quick and show everybody what our boy Adam Scheffler is saying here for the people watching this. So yeah, right here, Dallas is also receiving a 2020. So they're receiving. Eagles are giving him the 23rd for 114, 137, and he's also giving him a next year 2027 seventh round pick. So I am surprised about them helping, but I'm just curious who on the who do they like so much? I know everybody's saying we need offensive line help with we need offensive line help, but I don't know.
I'm
I
going to
don't-
make a prediction, you guys. They're going to go with the cornerback from Tennessee, who had top 10 talent, bringing you guys. Knee injury, comes back. Could be one of those steal picks here, guys. Think about it. He's 6'1". He's 188.
I hear you,
Yeah,
man, but
long
like
arms.
we have the best, arguably one of the better, if not arguably the best cornerback duo in the league.
You get
Oh, he's
another one.
another one. Yeah.
The problem is,
I mean,
Mark, you can't pay them both. Maybe you can, but you just can't pay two guys. Think about it. If Mitchell gets paid the most money ever by a corner, what do you call it? Cooper may want to beat that. You know what I mean? So you can't just pay them both. So it might come down to the decision. It might be one or the other. So what if you get a guy with potential at top 5 pick players in the draft if he doesn't get hurt? Who ran a 4.3 prior to his injury at 6'1".
I honestly believe that the Eagles, they will try to sign both Mitchell and Dejan. My theory is that it's going to be Zach Bound will be off the books. They won't re-sign him, even though he's been a top 5 linebacker in the league. And they will extend the fifth year option on Mitchell. And they'll sign Dean to a long-term contract. And getting AJ Brown off the books is going to help a lot, brother.
There's a guy that you guys were going to take Monroe Freeling with the Panthers, you guys. Hey, I'm going to make another pick they could do. What guy's in the top 10 mocked all draft is still on the board?
Lemon.
Malachi Lemon. Got to look out for.
Yeah.
If that does happen, AJ's out of here. For sure. And there's been a lot of rumors that would cement the rumors. Would cement it.
Yeah, I know. But then why I don't know. I'm not gonna question Howie Roseman. The guy I wish I had the image to show you guys in the last previous drafts, like 3 or 4 of them, the first 3 picks, he's hit on like all 3 of them. This one, we'll see what happens of last year. But Campbell's looking good, but he's hitting them all really well. So I'm not going to question it. But if we signed Hollywood Brown to $5 million, we signed Elijah Moore, who maybe get cut, and we traded for Wicks. We gave him a $12 million 1-year extension. We traded for him. So I don't know. I was honestly on the camp that I thought Howie's going to draft and get out of this, get out of the first round. But apparently, I'm wrong. They really like somebody.
I don't know. I'm
Well,
hoping
we have a
that-
lot of contracts coming up since we hit all those. Since the Eagles hit all those players, and you're gonna have to re-sign some guys, and for big contracts like Jalen Carter, he's probably gonna reset the market at defensive tackle. They need to get cheaper, and maybe that's why they're drafting guys.
I hope McCoy falls, guys, to Chicago. And
Oh,
it'd be a-
the pick is in. You're right, RJ.
Good call, RJ.
Malik
I
Lemon,
just-
you are right. That is
Actually, I said that too.
Oh, okay. Well, we both were right. Okay. Well, maybe they think this is the maybe this is
Maybe.
the. Oh, okay. I mean,
Maybe it's cemented.
let's
does
let's
this-
take a look. Let's talk about
does
this
this-
measurables, you guys. So I
Does
don't
this
like-
mess with
I don't
AJ
like-
Brown's trade value though, as a June 1st thing? Like
I
they
don't know.
kind of know the Eagles need to get rid of him now.
He's a little small guy. He's at 5'11", 192. That's more of a slot guy. Doesn't mean he
Mhm.
can't be good. I mean, a ton of slot guys are good, but here's this
Maybe
pre-draft analysis, guys. He's a polished route runner who creates separation against man coverage. Does a good job attacking green grass against zone. While Lemon did not run at the combine, he shows great speed to get behind defenders on film. He's willing to work over the middle and sacrifice his body. Lemon plays through contact well and shows strength at the catch, providing a reliable target at QB. He measured in with smaller hands at the combine that did not seem to affect his ball ability in college.
Sounds
wanna
like
drop
a replacement for Smith instead of Brown.
Yeah, I know Smith. I don't think Smith is his temperament is more of to the Eagles fans liking. Not
I'm just
Diva.
saying. I don't know. I mean, if you had to pick who that's a replacement for, it's a first round wide receiver.
Yeah. Okay. I'm surprised. So there it is. This is like the shot to the bow, if you will. I'm pretty sure that now AJ Brown will be traded after June 1st, which I'm fine with. Like we said before when we were in this draft, we were saying before 2027 draft is technically supposed to be better. That's what the NFL analysts and the experts say. So I'm totally cool with them saying this. I would like him to be a little taller. You know, he's 5'11" and 1/8. Well, let's be real, he's probably 5'10", and he's fifth. His 40-yard dash is 4.5. But for what I'm seeing here, the guy, from what I'm reading on the side here, he's the nation's top wide receiver. He won the award, and he fights for balls. Like he does not mind going in the middle whatsoever. So, and AJ Brown's a tough guy too. AJ Brown does not mind fighting for the ball. He's a really strong wide receiver. So maybe it's to his liking, but I didn't see this coming. I thought everybody had the Eagles mocking offensive tackle, which I still think we need somebody in the trenches. And I feel like we'll go them the next round, but yeah, very, very surprised.
I think they're going to go Freeland until he got picked, to be honest with you. I think Freeland was the pick. And when they had two guys in their mind, right?
Yeah.
So, the team, I'm thinking about this now. The Bears sitting the clock, need safety, need an edge rusher. They have McCoy on the board. They've got Thiemann at safety. They've got McNeil Warren at safety. They've got Massador at edge.
Sorry, he's also a kick returner of the USC guy, one of the better kick returners in the league apparently. And Lord knows that's been a thorn in the Eagles' side to find a legit kick returner. It has been for a while. Sorry, Adam, go ahead. I mean, RJ, go ahead.
It's just going to be a lot of guys that have to be on the board for Chicago. You guys, we'll see. There's still 4 more picks, but
yeah, Chicago's still up there. I mean, I like the we're just doing a live stream for the first round, guys. Maybe me personally, I'll go for the second and third round tomorrow, but it would be nice to see Adam with his Packers there. But yeah, the Bears are still up there. I'm curious what they're going to do. It seems like they're staying pat. But I feel like since the playoff window is open, I thought they should have made a move for your boy Bailey. But I feel like the Bears should get the best available player, but also maybe, I don't know. They don't need any
There's
weapons, pretty much.
No, there's a couple edges though.
yeah,
think
like
they can go that route.
Zion Young here, guys. He's 6'6", 268. He has massively long arms. So we'll see. Another guy I like is Caden McDonald, a little more of a not big ceiling, but a high floor. I wouldn't shock me if Pittsburgh took him. Kind of like a Pittsburgh guy, a big run stuffing tackle.
You know, though,
Yeah,
with the
go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. I was just going back on the Eagles, and you know, the Eagles traded for Wicks. What is he going to be? The fourth wide receiver? You gave him a 1 year extension for $12 million a year. $12 million. Okay, I can see Elijah Morgan cut. I mean, he was AJ Brown's best friend, and so he's one of his best friends. So I thought that's why that was a move for him to make stay there. Hollywood Brown, they gave $5 million. They'll probably keep him because we need a burner. We have no burners on the team. He's still quick. So what's the guy Malik Lemon? Is he going to play fourth, fifth fiddle to these guys?
He might be one of the guys that brought the kick returner and brought him in to be a guy that's third, fourth receiver. I mean, Wicks has a lot
are in
of
win now mode. The Super Bowl window is still open for us.
You got to remember though, this Wicks has a lot of good measurables. But analytically, he's one of the best receivers in the NFL. Just couldn't catch the ball. So if they can fix him catching the football, you might get a home run there, because he was top 5 in getting open on routes. He was top 5 in yards per catch. He was he had a lot of drops.
But the problem is, even if he has a great year, then they got to pay him too.
It's 1 year next year. So they have him for 2 years, really like 13, 14 million for 2 years, which would be a steal. If he's that good that he can move on, he can trade him for a second or a third round pick.
Sure.
If Lemon's that good.
Well, I think they brought in Wicks though to teach the system that they ran kind of briefly in the Packers to the rest of the team. It's the reason why they also brought in the other guy from the same system. So I do believe that. But no, I know the metrics are good for Wicks. He just needs to catch the ball, which is a big thing to do, you know. But maybe this guy plays the slot, in USC. But you know. Whatever. If we get a first round pick for AJ Brown and the receiving room now has a lot of quality there. So I'm not. The pick is okay with me. I'm a little surprised, but I could see the decision making there.
This guy was being mocked anywhere from 9, 8 to 15. You're getting him at 20.
20. Yeah.
5 spots undervalued. I mean, he's kind of like defense ends. You never have enough quality receivers.
Yeah, especially with how much they're getting paid these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true about that. I also wanted to see how the system runs with we have Barkley still. Don't forget, we still have Tank Bigsby. We just signed we have Damian Pierce we signed. Who almost had 1,000 yards his rookie season, and we have that Steele guy who's going to play fullback who played for the Chiefs. So we have weapons galore, and it's all pitting to it's all going to rely. Two things: our offensive line was really beat up last year. Both the center and left guard where they will get stem cells in Colombia, so they went to go do that on their knees, and the left guard is talking about retiring now pretty soon. So Dickerson just beat up from Alabama for the Eagles. So the offensive line has to be good, and Jalen Hurts needs to be able to change and adapt to the new scheme. And then if that's the case, I think we have a shot at the win the Super Bowl again. But yeah,
this pick surprised me here. I think he was going to go this early.
Bit of a reach.
I mean, who's quarterback? If it's what's his name? The guy you get all his autographs all the time in cards, Howard or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, he's technically QB1 right now. I think Rodgers is coming back. If not, they would have went after some guys.
I think you're right.
This is a Rodgers pick. Protect him a little bit.
Yeah, it is. But teams got to be tired of Rodgers. How are you not tired of this guy who just waits? He put you in purgatory. It's like I'd be pissed. I'd make a trade for something. McKee for the Eagles.
Have been in purgatory for 15 years.
Right, but I'm saying like, okay, there's backups there. Like I would trade for like McKee for the Eagles, consider one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. Go trade a third round for him instead of waiting for Aaron Rodgers to make a decision. What are the Packers doing? Waiting and waiting and waiting for everything. Like, bro, you're not this god figure.
I mean, the Packers were still making playoff runs with him.
Right, I totally get that. I totally get they were, and the Steelers were too. I mean, I knew they were going to get handed in the playoffs.
Yeah. That was a
If
they
you
limped in.
don't, if you don't get Rodgers to come back, you got to trade TJ Watt. You got to recoup some value. So I don't know. Rodgers kind of earned to me. He can play as long as he wants, as long as he's still good. He
Yeah.
was still a top 15 quarterback in the league last year.
I'm not saying he was not bad, but like,
No, you're not.
if I'm the Steelers, man, I'm like, hey, can you tell us what your plan is so we could to plan accordingly? Like, we know who to draft, we know who to sign. I like this. I like the Michael Pittman trade. He's better than anything they had besides Metcalf. So that's a nice little thing there. I think losing Kenny Gainwell was a kind of a actually not a good, because he had a good receiving back. So, but besides that, like, but come on, like, tell us what you're doing so we know what we're doing. Maybe they're doing behind closed doors and he's not ready to sign yet. But this shit's been played out for years. Did with the same thing last year when he sent years ago with the Jets. He did the dance with the Packers, and the Packers finally said, "Get the hell out of here." So I'm just saying, man, it's like, dude, give people the heads up, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I
but
think
really,
Chargers going offensive line for sure.
that's got. I mean, there's only one or two guys left.
Yeah, it's pretty.
We have a lot of
pretty
Bears
cool.
fans in the chat.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's fine. So the Steelers, yeah, here we go. Steelers. Oh, he had a neck injury. So the left tackle last year at the Steelers, he had a neck injury. So this kind of insurance for the Steelers.
I could see them going receiver here, guys. I don't. That maybe safety, edge. I'm not sure. They can go anywhere here. The Chargers didn't have a ton of holes last year. They had a lot of injuries to the offensive tackle. People forget they lost both their tackles for the year, and their tackles are actually really good. Alton, Slater.
The biggest signing was somebody to help DJ Metcalf, because Wilson, the other guy, what the hell's name? They were garbage, all garbage. If you saw Metcalf, the idiot he slapped that fan, got suspended. It's like the offense couldn't run. It couldn't do anything without him being out there.
They could really use a wide receiver.
It wouldn't be surprised me if this is Chase Quinones, offensive guard from A&M.
Well, they need somebody, because Herbert, one of the better people don't like him, but I think is a people. I don't know why Eagles fans tell me all the time that he's not as good. Hurts is better than him. I'm like, no, he's not. Herbert's a better passer than Hurts. Is Hurts more accomplished? Yes, but they need someone to protect them.
They only have McConkey, though, to throw through, really. Quentin Johnson.
Well, I'm surprised that I thought they would have went. Yeah, I thought they went offensive tackle.
Me too. That's why I said. Well, not the only tackle left there is Spencer Lemu, I think, is there? Kale Lemu from Utah. I mean, they got some good receivers out. The Clemson's gone. He just left. He got drafted by
Miller, right.
Yeah.
Well,
what's his name is
Mac was he's probably on his last year or so, retire, but so this kind of helps. Dallas Cowboys, I mean, I don't know. Who'd they draft? They got the safety, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's maybe Zion. They could go McCoy.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, yeah, that's they need all the defensive help they can get.
Caleb Lemu, maybe tackle. They could go maybe speed and a slot guy receiver. Go Casey Conception.
That'd be wild.
I mean,
they score enough points. Their defense is the issue, in my opinion.
I would agree. I just don't. The only edge here I think they may take is Kendrick Falk, maybe, or the Zion. What's the guy's name? Young. Those are the two top guys left to the board. But I mean, could they go back-to-back safety? Because that's the best player on the board right now is Dylan Seaman from Oregon.
That'd
and McCoy. Those are the two guys here. I mean, Cleveland, who they take the first they took? I forget who they took.
It's so funny. A lot of people are saying the Eagles should have traded for Bain. Should have jumped in and got him.
That would have been awesome.
Which I'm agreeing with. Like we still need more. We still need pass rushing help. We do. We got a young guys, and we got to pay some people in the future. But I don't know, guys.
So
what do you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, RJ.
So I'm going to give you some comp players here of the guys who have picked. Lemon's comp here is Ramon St. Brown.
Oh well,
So,
take
guys,
that. If that's the case.
The comp member we're talking about, Sadiq, Kian Sadiq, his comp is Vernon Davis.
No, I like
mean,
him. I like, but I don't understand the Jets doing it. That's my thing.
So let's talk about
Adam, what were we going to say, Adam?
I'm saying I don't know what comps you're looking at, but when I was on ESPN, they're all like Hall of Famers that they're comping these guys to, or like Pro Bowl players.
Yeah, that's
So
ridiculous.
they're the best possible outcome.
Yeah, I think they're trying to comp is like versus like how they measured versus how they ran. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think it's more size and kind of stuff. Dylan Thieman's comp is Malik Hooker, so some of these aren't as crazy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The guy who I want the Bears to draft is McCoy. His comp is Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's the
If
most
I'm
injury.
Yeah, if I'm Chicago and you want a high ceiling but a high risk player, he's the guy to go after, because he could be a game changer at 25. Where I don't see a lot of game changers left. I think a lot of projects here. So,
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
multiple things where McCoy or Caleb Banks, if either of those were to fall into the end of the first round, the Packers may try to put something together to come up.
Cale Banks is gone.
I know, and in the
He's-
division too, unfortunately.
Yeah, his comp is Javon Kinlaw, the guy for the 49ers. So
Yeah, there's very few D tackles in this draft at the top end.
there's
Yeah,
a
I
couple
know.
left here I'm seeing, but so I just refreshed the board here. It's pretty much all receivers and corners and defensive backs here. Yeah, Peter Woods, which is a guy that's a little undersized. He's 6'3", 298. Short arm. I don't love short arm defensive line players. I mean, his comp is Devontae Wahoo. I think is massively underwhelmed for where he's picked. Just not a lot of production out of him.
Yeah.
Cool guy. It was supposed to be a 3 technique, which is 6 to 7 sacks. Adam, do you disagree with it? He's massively underperformed in his time in Green Bay.
Yeah, I think he's kind of come on and had some injuries, and then takes a while to get back into the swing of things. So, this year is obviously a huge prove it year for him. He for his draft capital, he has not been as big of an impact player as I was expecting.
So we still got like safety, two good safeties. Amari Cooper Jr., who I thought the Eagles more high on than Lemon, but to your point, RJ, you said Lemon was him being there at 20 was very surprising. But it looks like to the guy on NFL.com, the two safeties are still, but Cowboys are not going safety, that's for sure. So I wonder who they do go here.
I mean, if you have to ask me, they're going to go edge.
Are Bears going to go safety, you think? You know, I know they signed Bryant, but
if I'm here sitting here with the Cowboys pick, Kendrick Falk is the guy I'm looking at. He's 6'6", long arms, not a lot of production, but that always doesn't mean anything here. High motor, but if you're looking for high ceiling, it's McCoy. It ain't fucking close. Malachi Lawrence, edge from UFC. I gotta find him here, guys. I'm
Wow.
gonna read off of
UCF.
yeah, he was a potential first round pick.
Put it this way, I'll look
He's
at
like
edges here.
40,
Guys.
30, 35 guys down the board right now.
But he was moving up. I remember the Eagles were talking about getting, but they need help. Gary, they had to sign somebody to help out, but like Juicy, Violent Hands, huge potential, 6'4", 253. I mean, they needed this. It's all defense. They got some in the secondary to help that awful secondary. Hey, RJ, isn't it blow your mind? Remember just 2 years ago, they had the number one corner who led the league in interceptions. They had like one of the better cornerback duos in the league. The next year happens, they have some injuries to those guys, but then they just went to crap. Remember they had I forget those corners they had that were really good, and then
they had Diggs and somebody else. Diggs and
Diggs. Diggs went to hell. I don't know what the hell happened.
Injuries. He blew his knee out a bunch, and
corner has to be like the highest turnover position because, like I said, you get one injury or you get a couple years older and you lose a half a step, and you just aren't the same guy.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
So
the
here's-
hardest position to play in the NFL. They say is this cornerback.
Yeah.
Lawrence is a high motorized edge guy with
Yeah.
the length to block his chest.
He ran a
Active hands.
4.5. He ran a 4.5 40. It's pretty good for a defensive end. Really, really good for a defensive end.
So
4.5 40.
his rank is 54.
Wait, hold on. They have Quinn Williams. Don't forget how beast he is. Gary, the safety they just drafted, because they traded for Quinn Williams, and their defense did take a step up, especially in the rush defense. They drafted the safety. They drafted this new defensive end, and they have Gary. So that is, if they could get middle of the road, and they had the second best offense in the league last year, they can make the playoffs. I'm telling you right now,
Mm-hmm.
I would check at the line for them to make the playoffs. I'd bet it.
Yeah.
Because the Giants and the Commanders are kind of rebuilding a bit.
I like guys going here for the Browns, either Denzel Boston or Omar Cooper Jr. Two
Yeah, you know,
receivers.
I was watching the Eagles draft, the Eagles beat writers, and I'm re-looking at it now. Nobody thought that Lemon would be there for the Eagles. I don't want to harp on the Eagles, but I'm just saying nobody thought they'd be there for the Eagles. So like the last time, let's switch to Twitter here. Let's mix it up here for a bit for our viewers. It's gonna be funny. Oops, we'll put the thing here. Okay. So last time, as I refresh this, the Eagles and they traded with each other. The last time the Cowboys and Eagles made a first round trade was 2021. Oh, okay, more than I thought. When the team swap picks, Philly landed Devontae Smith and Dallas took Michael Parsons. Wow, what a trade! They swapped again this year, and once again,
Superstitious.
yeah. And Philly takes another wide receiver, and they take another defensive end. So that'd be wild if both those guys say, "Hey, I'll be happy if Lemon hits," but I do not want to see this Lawrence guy be another Michael Parsons. I'll tell you that much. But Mark Parsons was a high touted prospect, wasn't he? Coming out of college.
Yeah.
He was. He had a lot of off the field issues.
Yeah, I remember that. But as I'm looking on Twitter, not much. Usually, Adam Schefter's thing is just busting with things. But as we said earlier, that a little quieter than usual. I will call right now. I think when we get to the high 20s and the 30 a little bit, I think there'll be some trades.
Yeah, I think teams are going to try to jump back in here.
There's less trades than I thought there would have been already, though.
Yeah.
I told Mark that I didn't think there was going to be a lot of trades. I thought because of this not being an elite
Actually.
draft and the NIL really hurting the depth of drafts right now. Because
Mhm.
guys that would usually come out because they need the money are getting paid in college, which I'm all for.
Yeah. No. I'm all for
It
that.
does
too,
change
because-
things a lot, though, in the NFL draft wise. Like, you used to draft guys that were like 20, 21 years old, and some of these guys now are or most of them are going to be like 23, 24. So that age of the third contract, they're a lot older.
So a lot of buzz around the Bears taking Denzel Boston if he's on the board. They brought him in twice for interviews. So he's a top
Well, you
30
gotta-
and top 15 visit.
They have to compensate for their poor quarterback play. So I agree.
I mean, I disagree with that. I mean, drops killed the Bears last year. I mean, if you look at if you move the Bears to just an average drop, Caleb Williams threw 5,000 yards last year, according to analytics. They had that many drops. They led the league in drops last year, and that was all Zacchaeus. Guy had like 5 drops in one game. Guy was a bum.
Well, to be honest with you, man, I know your boys Swift and Gun guy, whatever his name, had a good year. I don't know if I like that. I still think that running back room is a little suspect.
The
Yeah.
running back class is terrible, though.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. I don't expect
Overall.
the Bears to sign anybody in the running
Ooh,
back.
picks in for the Browns.
They lost Devin Bush.
AC Conception, love this pick, guys. It's a burner.
Well,
He's
I mean,
6'96". Just average size though. I mean, which is fine. He led the Aggies in yards per catch, reception, and receiving touchdowns
you like him
last
more
year.
than Omar? You like him more than Omar Cooper from Indiana?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not a big Indiana fan. I'm not a big believer in Indiana. To be honest with you, they have one of the oldest teams, and as we know, being older guys, there's a lot of difference between 18-year-old strength and 25-year-old strength.
Mm-hmm.
They were a half year younger than some of the NFL teams. They used, and don't blame them. They used the COVID year to their advantage.
Right.
Good for Kurt Snyder, but doesn't mean that it's not an advantage. Well, now the Bears are on the clock. I mean, McCoy's sitting right there. I mean, if you're a Bears fan right here, a lot of guys he had mocked to you. I see him Falk mocked up to you. I see him defensive tackle from McDonald, Peter Williams, tackle Lamu. Not a bit. I really hope they don't go tackle. I really liked the Jared Willis pickup last year. If he can this year, if he can come back to the knee injury, people forget a couple years ago he was arguably a top 5 tackle in the NFL. Then he had the back-to-back knee injuries and was never the same. So,
hey, by the way, they're just showing here the wide receivers potential of the Browns, and it's just a mess, and I don't know.
They got Luther Burden up as a player comp for Conception.
He's basically even bigger than he was. People forget he was like 6'2" and like 2 something. He was huge.
There's the Bears. Look at all those guys. Did you go to the draft in Lambeau? I forget, RJ. Did you go?
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Trying to see if I'm gonna try.
Picks in, RJ.
I mean, I would honestly. I really hope McCoy. So, guys, here's a quick little nugget, guys.
Hey, they're in Lake Forest. I know that place very well.
Some breaking news here: the Bears just restructured Cole Kmet and Jonah Jackson, freeing up around $10 million in space. Could there be a trade coming here over this weekend for Chicago?
Yeah, I thought Cole Kmet was actually to go to the Eagles, to be honest with you.
How much cap space does that give them now, RJ, altogether?
They're about $11 million, which can get them. I mean, there's actually a lot of good players, guys, out there.
We want Joey Bosa?
I would take a Joey Bosa to come in. He can be a situational pass rusher. The Bears also going to get back the guy he signed last year, who was awful. They're going to get Schmidt-Turner back for D-tackle.
Bias aside, Adam. Bias aside, because you are a big Packers fan.
No, the Bears are terrible.
Are you sold on their wide receiver room with Odunze and Luther Burden?
I don't like Odunze. I really don't. I feel like a lot of his big plays, he's just like wide open. It's coverage breaks and stuff like that. I love Luther Burden, and I like their tight end.
I believe that as I said a little bit last year, I think Ben Johnson's he is what's making those players. Even Cable.
They're open, man. They're open.
I think Ben Johnson is more valuable as a play caller and schemer than any player on the Bears.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that.
He's a two-way coach.
The NFL really just needs to have the Bears not win the Super Bowl for the next 2 years, and then Caleb Williams is going to ask for ownership in the team, $75 million a year, and they're going to be done.
So a little breaking news, guys.
I'm gonna put it on our screen here, RJ. Hold the bricks here. I know you can't see it in real time, but I'm gonna put it on Twitter for us. A little trade that happened, which I like. I'm a big fan of because I'm bullish on the Texans. The Texans trade up to the 26th spot from the Buffalo Bills, and I think the Texans, if Nico Collins is on the chopping block, if you will. I think Omar Cooper would be good there, but RJ, we said in our previous podcast that I'm taking the over in the team total wins with the Houston Texans. So there's that. Houston Texans do make a trade. Let's go back and see the Bears. What do you think about that?
Texans, go ahead.
So would it shock me the Bears took Dylan Thiemann, the All-American safety from Oregon? So
no,
I mean, it'd
Wouldn't
be
shock me.
McCoy or him. And if McCoy's on the board, Bears should be trading up to get back in the first round to get a McCoy. I think he's looking back a year or two now. He could be one of the biggest steals of this draft.
I still
which-
don't really understand the Nico Collins trade rumors now. Like, it would have to be for a player, right? Like they didn't trade him for any immediate.
They'd be dumb
Impact.
to trade him. Higgins and
Yeah.
another rookie they drafted. They didn't look like they didn't impress me. Nico Collins, when he was healthy, that guy was a killer. If they want to win now, especially with that defense that eats people up, they need Nico Collins.
It's like a multi-decade defense. It's
100%.
unbelievable.
Hunter and Will Anderson, and you saw Will Anderson got paid. Those guys eat the hell out of the quarterback. So here they go. The pick is in. So by the way, the Texans get the 26th and the 91st pick. The Bills get the 28th, 69, and 167. So, but hey, that's another thing. The Bears, as we see down here, the Bears led the league in 33 takeaways. That's going to be hard to reproduce. That guy. So keep that in mind. So they need to get after the quarterback. I think they should go the best edge here if they want to reproduce that and get after the quarterback. And they do. You got Goff. You have Love, and you have now Kyler Murray, who's I think, like I said, the Vikings are going to step it up. Before you react, RJ, because I know you're a couple minutes or a couple seconds to us. Let's see what it comes in.
You see it, RJ?
Yeah, I like the pick.
I don't think
Dylan,
you do. Just from looking at your
safety.
name.
Well, on the NFL Network, they had him as one of the best available on their board. RJ,
So-
as the Bears fan, what are you thinking?
Oh, I mean, I'd rather see McCoy here, but I understand
He's
that-
fast as hell. He ran a 4.35 40.
So what are we doing, RJ? We're drafting for need, huh? That's what you don't like.
Ooh.
But he was overall. He's the number 2 overall player. They may have the other grade.
Available? What are you
Yes,
saying?
yeah. So on NFL, ESPN NFL Best Available, they have the same exact grade.
I hope this is working, but I'm pitting. Are
Oh,
you
it
hearing
works.
that?
Hit
Oh,
that
you guys
shit
heard
10
it?
more times, baby.
You know what?
So
I've been hitting the sound effects a couple of times, but I didn't have my sliders, my faders all the way up. So because when we were talking about the Eagles and all that, and I did that, and I also did when RJ was talking, I did this one. I did this one.
That one didn't make any noise.
Oh, okay, but all right, but
The first
anyways, go
one's
ahead,
it.
RJ. Oh,
So,
you got some white lightning, baby. I thought he was, all right, there you go. All right, RJ, go ahead with your analysis here.
So here you go. Here's what the pre-analysis there. He's very efficient and functional. He's not a traditional helping safety. He's a more modern safety. He is a versatile, can play in nickel, play corner. He can come up and run support, but he's not a thumper. He's not a great tackler, but he's an elite cover guy. And
So
safety.
what's that mean? A free safety?
He's a free safety. He's not a strong safety.
Lame. I mean, I love it. I think that's not a good first round.
I don't
pick.
hate the
That's my
pick.
opinion.
We'll see. I mean, you're at a 4.35. 4.35. So there must be some red flags on McCoy, guys. Is me.
All right,
Must not
RJ,
be
Sorry.
grade the pick.
Okay, go ahead, RJ.
B plus. BB plus.
B,
Well, look
B
at-
plus, B plus.
I'm watching Network NFL Network Live. They're his comparison, which I think comparisons are stupid even for the Eagles. They say he's Harrison Smith. That's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Harrison Smith. He's Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying. They keep saying every player is a Hall of Famer because
So he's
just nobody knows other names. Dude,
But
my
what do you
dream
call-
job is for RJ
Oh.
to take my spot on the podcast, and I just get to do sound effects. That's all I want
So-
in life.
Chicago is talking with the Niners about moving back into the first to pick 27.
Because they fucked up their pick, they need to redo it.
Hey, we'll see. I mean, but you also said after pick 25, 26, you might.
Now
see
they
some
need a
guys-
strong safety.
They got Brian. The Bears wanted. The Bears weren't going for tackling safeties. They're going for more cover safeties. So,
You can't be excited about that, RJ.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
What
look,
else you
you
got, Mark?
want.
You got any fart noises?
No, I gotta load some here.
Yeah. Make that a priority.
You this one.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So RJ, your boy, who'd you want? You wanted McCoy, right?
McCoy, yeah, but I liked I was talking about him people earlier tonight. I like his speed. The Bears were very slow last year in the back end. They made a lot of safety. That was scheme. You couldn't do a lot of stuff outside of zone because Bayard and Brisker were slow. The Bears up
But the Bears still need to get after the quarterback. That was their main problem.
Yeah, but it's a very deep draft of defensive linemen. There's not much separation from outside of the top like 4 guys, right? We'll take out Baines. We're going to take out Reese and Sonny, right? Yeah. Outside of those guys, there's a lot of projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and not that I'm going to switch to Twitter, but the Dolphins jump back in and they trade with San Francisco. So the Dolphins get now the 27th pick. And they gave away the 30th and the 90th to the 49ers, which 49ers are rebuilding as well. Which I think losing Robert Saleh. Yeah, I think using Robert Saleh for the I think the 49ers losing Robert Saleh is big.
Huge.
They're going to go offensive lineman here, guys. I bet you guards from Texas A&M.
Who for the Dolphins?
No, Texans. They went guards, but not
for Georgia Tech.
Hey, yeah. I like that pick. They need to protect him, and because that defense is already set, it protects C.J. Stroud. He's not a running quarterback. He's a stand-up and deliver guy. They need that. They need that. Protect this guy at all costs. That's how they do it. I was bullish on them. I thought they would go farther in the playoffs last year, and they didn't. But I think if they're healthy, Tank Dell is coming back too. Hopefully he's healthy because that horrible leg injury he had. They have a lot of potential. I'm calling right now. Don't be surprised if they make it to the conference championship.
Wow. I think the quarterback play can take them there.
Well, CJ, yeah, I mean, you need to protect him at all costs, and they're doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't give him an extension, put it that way. But no. I would.
They also did trade away like multiple offensive linemen last year when they had a terrible O-line to begin with.
Yeah,
they traded away arguably a top 10 tackle in Tunzai,
yeah,
whatever.
Tunsil.
Laramie.
Yeah. I think Green Bay ain't coming up. I don't think Chicago's coming up. I think a lot of teams are going to hold pat.
Well, 32 is a trade landing spot for the Seahawks. They don't have many picks.
That's true. Very true. And good thing about them though is that they have a lot of young guys, so they can definitely spread the wealth with the picks coming up and still be all right because nobody's on heavy contracts, especially the defense.
Okay, guys, do the Chiefs take McCoy here, guys? 49 and revamp that defense.
So
their team that can sit on them.
Is McCoy supposed to sit for a year? What's the deal?
I don't know when he tore his ACL. So let me just look up McCoy. Surprise medical concerns. That's why he's slipping, guys. According to, I don't know what this website is, but there's like 5 of them. But guys, he did on March 31st. He did run a 4.37.
I read that like the end of the first round is where people expected him to go. I had listened to many podcasts where Packers people were talking about trading up and getting him.
Sorry, I'm just looking at sorry, go ahead, RJ. Go ahead.
Some doctors believe who have seen the scan he may need another surgery to replace the bone plug, which required extensive surgery. He's called a top 10 talent who might not go in the first round due to that. So,
I'm taking that risk. We're in a win now mode. I would definitely go for that.
I thought the Bears would pull the trigger. I really liked him in that position. But if he needs that knee plug replaced, that's not a year surgery. They got to redo his whole ACL. That plug is what holds the ACL up or down, whatever goes. You know what I mean? So I mean, you're risking if he does need it, you're risking out for most of 1 year. So he has in the offseason. So he has in February. He's probably going to be out at least until November then. December. I mean,
Yeah.
he ain't
Back for the
sliding
Super
much
Bowl.
back.
Packers Super Bowl. That'd be great.
We'll see.
No, I don't know. That's crazy though. I don't know. The injury concerns are rough, and you want these guys to last.
Yeah, I'm trying to see some rumors here on Bleacher Report and anything that's would be eye popping.
Somebody's asking.
Not really.
Somebody's asking. Do we need? I would have a super chat set up. That'd be really nice if somebody just start donating money to us.
That would
Yeah.
Buy us some a 12-pack of beer or something when we do our when we meet up for the annual Adams house for the draft, our fantasy
That's
draft.
True. Yeah, we're to the point in the draft now where, in better years, maybe when the Packers had more picks, I would have known the next like 30 players still, but we're getting a little thin as far as studs. Like, this seems like a draft where between like the second and fourth round, it's fairly flat, and all the teams are going to be shaking and moving to whoever they see fits their team better.
What do you think about the Eagles drafting the wide receiver? Awful. Oh, well, he's mum for the word.
Waiting for the Packers.
Yeah. All right. The pick is in for the Dolphins. RJ, what do you think, man? They went.
I think the Dolphins
they lost Waddle, Cole Strange, Bradley Chubb, Fitzpatrick, Jaden Phillips.
I mean, there's so many holes. I have no idea. Maybe Boston. I think the best player available here, Boston McCoy.
I mean, actually, losing Cole Strange was actually the addition by subtraction because he was not a good guard. Here they go.
Woo! Typical Dolphins move.
Yeah, I don't know who's running that organization. I mean, maybe this guy works. Maybe he. San Diego State. See, that's the thing. Like, I shouldn't say that. Like, Mitchell was drafted out of Toledo, Quinton Mitchell, but like he was really nationally known. You know, this guy, Chris Johnson, San Diego State, which is not a football school, power school. I'm surprised, but his comp is
I heard his
Tre'Davious White.
name.
Did you?
I heard his name quite a bit for the Packers. Yeah.
That's second round, not at pick 30.
No, I agree. But there's movement ability with the Packers. But yeah.
So let's take a look. He's a zone corner.
But by the way, when I mentioned Quinton Mitchell in these small schools, Quinton Mitchell was offered tens of millions of dollars to go to the transfer pool to play for Alabama and all them. Quinton Mitchell, and he denied it because he wanted to stay playing for Toledo. So
Why?
I'm not. What I'm trying to. I don't know. Don't tell me why he wanted to play for Toledo. Yeah.
I don't see that as a plus in my
You guys
opinion.
don't trade
Like,
board here. New England is traded with Buffalo.
Oh wow, Mike Vrabel was actually. I thought he was asleep at the wheel.
He make it can. So they moved up 3 spots. So Buffalo must be in pick recouping mode. I know they traded a bunch of
New England gets the 31st pick and the 125th pick. Who's this guy's name? I forget this guy's name. Who's doing the trade? Door for my cat. What is this? The call of the lifetime by the Eagles are saying it's a call of a lifetime. Just making the guys, calling the wide receiver and making his dreams come true or something. I don't know, man. We all know the Patriots, who their pick is in now, and I'm interested they're picking. We all know that they had historically one of the easiest schedules in all football. What do you guys? You guys think that Drake May does look the part? I'm not saying Drake May, but do you guys think they're worth the hype? Or do you think they fall back down a little down to earth because of the schedule?
Schedule, they fall back, but I think, yeah. I like this pick by the Patriots, guys.
I still think they're a team on the rise. They just weren't ready this year. But I like their direction. They have potential. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to cut you off here, but
No,
this could be an Eagles pair here, guys. If that first round pick, and this could be a Caleb move going to Philadelphia as part of the AJ Brown trade. We don't know. I'd be shocked if they got a 27 first round draft pick, but
That is true. This could
So that's
be
what you were
an
talking
Eagles-
about earlier. That teams have somebody trade for who you want.
This
for
guy's the
future trade.
oldest. Wait, by the way, this guy's the oldest 21 or 20-year-old I ever seen. Look, he looks like he's 47, and he's been working
He
like
does.
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. You're right
guy-
though.
Yeah.
Go. What were you gonna say?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
You're right though, RJ. They said the Eagles were in the business of getting a tackle. Is this an AJ Brown trade? Is this guy gonna come to the Eagles? I don't know. I'd rather them get a 2027 pick though than this.
It's not against the rules to do that.
No.
That's
I don't
what you
know.
were talking about earlier.
They would just
Yeah.
have to, so the thing would be, what they would do is they would trade it before he signed the contract. The Eagles would absorb the signing bonus.
Well,
The
Adam,
problem with this guy is they're all
ahead.
guaranteed. So
Well, Adam, from what I'm hearing, it's like a backroom handshake deal, and that's not
Sure.
illegal or legal. So
There's no way to
He's been-
prove it.
right. That's even Mike Florio saying that. Like they can't tell you it's going to happen. They just can't. So it's like,
well, it
I
could
know.
be agreed upon, but they always get back out of it. Look at the Max Crosby deal with Baltimore.
Well, do the Patriots need a tackle though? By the way, I mean I know Will Campbell he laid a brick. I know, but Will Campbell, I mean that guy he was made into a meme. I'm going to protect my quarterback for my life, and then he was getting eat up by in the.
He was
in the-
hurt, I thought, wasn't he?
He was hurt, but like the whole offensive line, Drake May was leading. He's in the top 5 in sacks taken. Wasn't just a left tackle.
Yeah, I mean they could say. I mean, maybe it's not a 27 first round. Maybe it's a conditional 2 that could be a 28. But I find it hard to believe that they're going to trade a 27 first round pick of that elite draft class. But they could. Could be something, or maybe just a first round pick. You know what I mean?
Well,
Mark?
the
They love
Patriots.
that pick.
But the Patriots, Drake May is on a cheap contract. They know when that boy comes up for that extension, he's going to probably, maybe set the quarterback or the biggest contract in all of the NFL if he keeps up the way he's going. So they know Drake May is on a cheap contract. We need to win. We need to put the best players around him in these 3 to 4 year window, and let's do it. So that's it. So that's what they're doing. If they don't, which I think they'll probably trade for AJ Brown, if they don't get AJ Brown, which I think they will, they have not a Romeo Dobbs and who Butte is that going to do for you? The combination of Henderson and Stevenson, that's not going to win you a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, this is not the back in the day where defenses killed people with their teams. So if they do get AJ Brown, got to do it now before Drake May's massive contract comes up.
I mean, the dead cap right now, according to Spot Track, is if the Eagles would trade him, it'd
be like 41 million. It'd be like
$76 million, but some of that transfers over to the Patriots. That's if he's cut. He's $76.5 million because his whole contract guaranteed already on March 14th. So $29 million that would go to the Patriots in a deal. They'd still have about $45 million in guarantees.
Right, which they got to do if they want to win now with the Patriots.
But keep in mind, $8 million the Eagles would have to take as new league rules.
Yeah,
So they can't.
they-
So it's like 45 million, so 20.
Yeah, they want to spread it out. That's what they want to do.
Yeah,
But
they have to.
my point is Drake May is going to get $60 million plus a year when his contract comes up. $60 million plus a year. So they need to do it now to put players around him.
So, I mean, so
that's why back to your question. That's why I think they'll trade a 2027 pick to the Eagles because they got to win now because Drake May is going to he's going to be arguably the highest paid player in all of football.
And if you have the money, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, man. Like, what are you hoping to get next year in this Hall of Fame draft? Like, why not just trade it for a probable Hall of Fame wide receiver right now that you can afford?
I mean, he's on the right side of 30. He's only 29.
Yeah.
Not like he's 44.
Yeah. He has a good, 3-4 years in his prime left.
And you got to remember, in that deal for the Patriots to be cheap too, because
Yeah.
while that deal comes down, so he might only cost the Patriots 20 million, 21, 22 million, which is nothing for receivers.
By the way, RJ, I'm our previous podcast with me and Adam. I took the under in the Chiefs total wins. They're banking on that they could replace McDuffie and Watson, and they could rebank on their left tackle that they lost. And there's not a true number one wide receiver. Banking on Kelsey has about a same year he had last year. So I took the under 10.5 wins with the Raiders. The Chargers got better. I think I took the over on the Raiders. I think the Raiders got a tad better. So I think this division is going to get better and better. So and we got to hope. How is Mahomes going to react to the worst injuries he had in his career?
Absolutely. Peter
Excuse me,
Woods.
Sam. See that?
Who?
Peter Woods, D tackle.
D tackle.
Little undersized. I don't like it. I don't like undersized D tackle. Everyone's trying to hit the home run on Aaron Donald again because he was notoriously undersized. But
this is how I feel about the pick. But okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have never heard of this guy. Can you guys fill me in? Was he a second rounder? How was he in the big board?
So, guys, another trade. The New York Jets have come back in the first round with trading with San Francisco.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
San Francisco is trying. Look at San Francisco needs to rebuild. They got Brock Purdy in that massive deal. They have. They need. I mean, I don't know who the hell they're going to throw to. Ayuk's gone. Yeah, Kittle's gone. Ayuk is gone. Debo is obviously gone. It's McCarthy, and you can't depend on him to do be Superman every single year. So they're stacking the picks, and their defense. Don't get me started on that.
They got 33 and 179 to go up 3 spots.
And I just don't think there's any needle movers left
Yeah.
on the big board.
So McCoy's the only needle mover. He's the
Yeah.
only one. And I think it's the second year in a row a corner has fallen.
Is it safe to say that after the first round, look at this. So they drafted Peter Woods. They drafted Mashore DeLon with Nick Bolton, George Kalitas, and Chris Jones. I'm telling you right now, that does not scare me. If I'm a playoff team, I'm like, who? I'm gonna be exposing that corner. What do you think? Well, the one benefit they have being in their division, who is the honestly, that's going to be one of the best things about the Chiefs have going for them. Who is the most dominant wide receiver in that division? Zay Flowers? Is it Quentin Johnson? Who is it?
No, it's
Brock Bowers?
Courtland Sutton or Jay Waddle.
That's
not good.
So what I'm trying to say is that's going to benefit them. So they don't. I don't think they're going to have their defense is going to be that good. It's not going to be that terrible either because they do have some good pieces still left. But they got to make. I don't know if age has hit them. But what I'm saying is like, is Sutton going to do for you? Well, Waddle went to the Broncos, so Waddle maybe could be another worst one. But Waddle, the guy, roll some dice and hopefully he stays healthy. So they don't really have a really like. An AJ Brown or a Puka Nacua with the face, but I still don't. I don't know. The Chiefs, I think they'll be back on the table and after the 2027 draft.
Picks in
for the Jets, JETSSS, a premier team that lives in one of the premier cities. That's a terrible organization. I don't know like who they pick. It's like, okay, well, hey, there you go. I like that pick. I do. I don't know if Amari Cooper is going to be good, but they needed somebody besides Garrett Wilson. I do like A.D. Mitchell, who got traded from the Colts. I do actually like him, but he's 6 foot. He ran a 4.4, put him in the slot. Now they drafted the tight end, Sadiq. So Sadiq, Amari Cooper, and Garrett Wilson. God knows Geno Smith had, I mean, that's the problem. But now they're putting something together other than how they always do defense. So I'm liking the moves by the Jets. I don't know about the Sadiq Bey thing. I don't know how they're going to utilize him because they just now drafted a wide receiver. What are they going to do with Mason Taylor? Yeah, I don't know, but they had to go offense because they in the offseason they went all defense.
I
It's
mean,
all for next year, man. That rookie quarterback's gonna love him next year.
Also, I don't know. Aaron Glenn, it's a go. He needs to go. He's not a good head coach. He's a defensive coordinator. That's it. See ya. Go back to Detroit because they need you. But is it Cooper or is it Mendoza? Who made who? Who made who?
I mean, they were good last year, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm not an Indiana guy. So
Right.
I'm
But
not a
you
big
understand
Mendoza
though.
guy.
The Jets had to go. You had to. Do you understand? The Jets had to go offense.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're not a terrible pick. I mean, the question is Hall going to be there again next
Yeah.
year? Is he a franchise tag or a tradition tag? Is that one tag?
Yeah, he's on a tag. You know, I don't know. I just think
Bailey Sadiq.
the Jets just need to. They got to get out of like the old school. Hire yourself a Ben Johnson. Hire yourself. That's what you need to go. You don't need. Oh,
These
10.
guys don't just fall out of the sky, man.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Matt LaFleur might get fired next year.
No way.
You never know.
McDaniel's not. If they finish 7th again, I don't know how you keep them.
So the Jets made 3 first-round picks. Defensive end David Bailey, which I think we all like David Bailey, and then Sadiq and Amari Cooper. That's not bad.
No.
But I'm not seeing too much information on this Titans trade. You guys seeing too much on this? I'm not
Which
seeing no
one?
details, even by our boy Scheffler.
Were the Titans just traded? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the Titans just jumped in.
LaFleur just signed a 5-year contract, though. You really
Yeah,
think
I
he's
know,
going
I
to
know.
get fired?
No,
Maybe.
I don't.
I mean, no, I'm just saying. I don't.
If
I'm
they're
just
the
saying
seventh seed again, you think that he's fired?
I think it's a chance. I think I
There's no way.
Hmm.
He's got at least 2 years.
Here's my thing with the Packers. Well, here's the thing with here's the whole thing with the NFC North. I am bullish. I'm going to put some heavy money on the Vikings to win the division. But that division is very up for grabs right now. It is. I think the Lions, they have the potential on the offense. Defense secondary is questionable. LaFleur is always going to keep the Packers in, and Jordan Love is one of the better top 10, top 12 quarterbacks in the league. I don't know who the Packers are going to throw to. Watson and Reed are still the top 2 guys like every single year. Kraft is coming back. Bears, Ben Johnson's going to be leading the way. I think with Ben Johnson at the helm, they're always a threat to win the division. So it's going to be the most fun and crazy divisions in all football. So for Matt LaFleur, I think Matt LaFleur and the Packers will go from possibly first place to 3rd or 4th. I don't know. When Michael Parsons not coming, but what, October you said?
that's what they were saying.
Yeah, I think he's. Yeah.
I do like the
then
corner they signed from the Chargers.
Me too. Then how do you fire a coach that's underwhelms in the hardest division of football? Like, I get the expectations are high, but it's not the same as if they should have beat the shit out of all the other 3 teams.
And here's the problem too: you've paid all these young picks you thought were good, haven't really panned out, and on top of that, you got to choose to pay them on
Like who are we talking about?
Packers. Yeah, Wyatt, you got to choose to pay. You've got to think about paying Reed next year. He's a free agent. You've got Watson's going to want a new contract. You've got Tucker Kraft's got looking for a new contract.
Surprised Titans go edge. I'm surprised about this. I thought they would still go offense, but I mean, whatever. Load up on defense, which they have.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have somebody saying go 49ers next year. Our defense will be back and our offense is going to be high points game after game. Robert Saleh was holding that defense with glue and gum and sticks. I do not think this is in the chat section. I do not think that I think the 49ers defense is going to be in for a rebuild for 2 more years because Robert Saleh held that team together by scheming like Ben Johnson, who schemes for offense. Robert Saleh is a very good defensive coordinator and he can scheme really good plays. But I think the 49ers defense is going to be bottom 10. And I think the offense will still be good because Kyle Shanahan is one of their better offensive coaches in all football. So We have that, but yeah, and that's why I think the 49ers are trading out. They need to load up on picks to pitting many people on. I think they'll go a lot of defense tomorrow. But the Titans, in the podcast last week, I said I like a lot of Titans moves. They signed a lot of guys on defense, and Simmons is still that guy. So they just load up on this guy, 6'5", 4'6", 40-yard dash. So I think that would be I keep on forgetting to put the preview here for the draft picks, but I think that's a good pick. So Seattle Seahawks, the Super Bowl champs, are up. Their defense is young. They could probably go defense. They lost Rick Woolen to the Eagles. He went to sign with the Eagles. Lost the safety to the Bears. What do you guys think? What they need? They lost Walker. So do they go the second best running back here? Or do they help there's JSN and Rashid Shaheed. I like that combination. They did sign Barner last year. I mean, they drafted another guy, I can't remember. Or they just load up on defense after losing a safety and a corner.
They could go wide receiver. That Shaheed pickup really changed their team last year. So
and they re-signed him, which I was very surprised.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I think they're gonna go. I think secondary. Lost the safety. I like the guy from Toledo here. Manuel McNeil, or maybe might go D tackle or edge rusher too. I can see. But just a little draft nugget here, guys. Matt Miller gave the Bears A+, calling him the steal of the draft.
The Bears always have the steal of the draft.
I'm reading what Matt Miller said. Matt Miller's calling him the steal of the draft.
Matt Miller? Who's that?
Guy from Bleacher Report.
Oh, I was thinking Matt Millen.
Yeah, I know Matt Miller. But I don't know. I think he's. Is he still Bleacher Report? I thought he moved off to NFL Network. But you could be right. But I know Matt Miller is. Yeah. I mean, I think you guys need more edge help than safety help. But I mean, I'm not gonna. We'll see. I mean, it was Montez Sweat and nobody else getting after the quarterback last year.
I would agree. They need some help with the edge. I just think that they think there's more depth at edge, than safety. I don't know.
So the Seahawks are just going to run this down, try and get
The pick is already in.
Oh, it is? I didn't see it.
So San Francisco has the first pick coming out of the second round. So that's when the trades they did. Arizona and Buffalo. Buffalo's the third pick from one of the trades they did as well. I think San Francisco probably going to take the best available. That's their best bet, I think. I don't know why. I think maybe I don't remember the trade, but I don't know if Amari Cooper was available for the San Francisco 49ers. I think when the wide receivers started going off the board, the 49ers probably like, okay, maybe we should trade out. Because who is it? Ayuk is gone, right?
No, he's still on the roster. They're trying to trade him.
Right, they're trying to trade him, but there's bad blood between both of them.
He's not coming back.
It's Purcell's and McCarthy. Right? Who's besides Purcell's? Oh, and Jennings is gone too.
Mike Evans.
Oh, Mike Evans. Well, yeah, I that's right. They do have Mike Evans, but I'm not. I mean, maybe he has some juice left, but I don't know if it's gonna move the needle because they need help out besides defense.
They might go after. Remember, a lot of guys are going to sign after June because then they don't have to pay the comp picks anymore. So
tough division though, Rams and Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Arizona Cardinals are going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL, and I think they're doing this to get a quarterback next year. But I think the 49ers have a best chance. I think they'll be in third place. They have Christian Kirk too, I guess, from seeing from the chat. They have Christian Kirk and Mike Evans. Adam, you falling asleep over there?
The blinks are getting longer. I will say that.
I'm trying to do a soundboard mic here for you.
I was staying on to see if the Packers traded in for that last pick. I don't usually make it through the whole first round of the draft, just to be honest.
Yeah, Adam is a firm believer of the early bird gets the worm.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow I'll be watching draft, Mark. If you want to do this again, I will be.
Yeah, we'll see.
They have 2 picks. Bears have 3 picks. tomorrow. So
It's just second and third, though, right?
yeah, the Bears play like
Make-
57 and 60. I think they picked.
Yeah, I see.
I
I'm
do-
reading the chat. McCaffrey is on your team, but you got to depend on him being healthy 2 years in a row, which is not his forte. But I hope he does. McCaffrey's a beast. I love him.
I mean, he is arguably the best running back probably in the last 20 years. I like him more than AP.
It's a bold statement, RJ.
I mean, he's gonna probably end up with more yards and.
If AP, because people still sleep on Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, I forgot
Yeah.
about him.
They
But I
do.
think,
Derrick Henry's career's over. He's gonna be in the top 3 rushing yards, and he's gonna be. I'm calling right now. He'll beat the touchdown record for a running back.
This
Give him
guy's
2 years.
terrible. Sorry, not you. The guy who was like on the.
No,
draft,
yeah, I don't know
screaming,
who the hell is this guy. I mean, he's not.
Oh,
I hope he's not. I don't know if he's
Make a wish kid.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, in a nicer way, RJ.
No, but for real, you couldn't understand him. Like, I'll get excited.
Oh, look, what did I say? The second best running back. They need that
Yeah.
back to back. Yeah,
I like it.
you like it?
Yeah, I do. I think they are an awesome team, and they can take a luxury pick. I was reading on here that he is a better pure runner than Love, or pure rusher.
Mhm.
He
I
had,
love it.
he had 15 rushing touchdowns, or 15
Yeah.
touchdowns in general, and 2 kick returns, 2 receptions, and 11 rushes. Okay, I'm not familiar with this guy's game. Forgive me, people who are watching. I do watch college football, but like when you start getting to like backup, because he was when I start getting to guys, I mean, I don't know.
He's the
I'm not-
backup to the number 1.
Yeah,
in the
exactly. That's
draft,
what I'm
which is
saying. Yeah.
crazy.
And I not that I hate, but I despise Notre Dame. They're the most overrated college football thing. But besides that, but okay. But they have Sam Darnold, Jaden Price, Zach Charbonnet, J.S. Smith, and I'm not even like a Cooper Cup's I don't know why they did pay Rashid Shaheed, because Cooper Cup, he ain't that guy no more. But I mean, I don't know. I kind of called it. They would go back. They would pick a running back.
I mean, that's the beauty thing there. They don't need a lot of help everywhere. For one spot, they didn't need his running back. I mean, it's not very deep drafts. You trade out this pick, he's not there. There's not.
Well,
much
they don't
else on
have
the board.
they don't have a lot of holes. They pretty much have position players in every position. All those young guys on defense. That's why they let Rick Wollen go. That's why they let Brian go at safety, and they re-signed Rashid Shaheed. They have Charbonnet. Their offensive line is good. Sam Darnold proved back-to-back years. So
Just a little bit on Jaden Price, guys. He was third-team All-American as a backup
pretty good.
at running back. So just a little bit of that. He took less money to stay at Notre Dame. He would have got more. He would have been the starting running back anywhere in the country besides Notre Dame.
It's the first time in NFL history that the two running backs taken in the first round were from the same school.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll ever happen again.
No. What were you gonna say? Adam?
It kind of reminds.
Oh, I was just gonna say that neither one's a pass catcher, really, him or Charbonnet. So I don't know how Seattle's going to change their offense a little bit. Maybe they want to get into more just pure rushing because they have a strong passing game. It changes the dynamic of the offense a little bit.
Charbonnet might miss the whole year. He tore his ACL pretty late in the year, guys.
Oh, you're right. You're
And
right.
I forgot
Price
about
showed.
that. I did forget about that. That he tore his ACL. That's a good point, RJ.
I'm gonna look at the NFL free agent running backs this year, guys, and see who's left on the board.
I'm bringing up the big board right now. It depends who you like to follow on the big board here. There's so many different people, Mel Kiper and all of them. I don't know who you're looking at, RJ. But
I just said NFL. I'm trying to see who's left, the best rankings for NFL free agents left, kind of thing here. See if any receivers out there left.
Agents?
No, free agents. I don't think they're gonna. I think if they're gonna go another running back, it's gonna be someone they're gonna pick up here.
So we have a question in the chat, RJ and Adam. Who is the better quarterback, Williams or Love?
Williams.
Jordan.
It's not even close anymore.
Why?
Oh wow.
I don't think it's close.
He can play well in the fourth quarter. You got to play a whole game.
You're trying to compare
Love,
guys been in like 3 years.
I-
2 years.
I think
been 7.
You're the big stats guy, RJ. You're the big stats guy. Jordan Love probably beat Caleb Williams in every metric last year. EPA per play, all those. Look them up. God, I hope I'm right.
All right.
Oh yeah, here we go. It's not even RJ. Honestly, I know I'm right, and that's insane that you would even have to look this up. I don't even see him in the top 7. Jordan Love is number 2 behind Drake May, who had an insane year. So on the EPA per play and a bunch of other metrics like that, Jordan Love dominates the shit out of Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams' completion percentage was terrible. I mean, I think a lot of his success was from Ben Johnson and throwing in wide open guys and his scramble ability and being able to extend plays. But just pocket passing and EPA per play. I mean, that's a big one right
That's
there.
not. And so I love how you
Big
talk
one.
about Ben Johnson, but you don't ever think Matt LaFleur's system schemed them open. Because all the big talk in Green Bay is scheme this, scheme that.
Well, well then if the schemes cancel out, let's just rely on EPA per play.
Yeah, it's maybe it's closer than I like to admit, but at the same time, you're talking about a guy who's been in the league for 2 years going on straight, and Jordan Love's in his 6th or 7th year.
6th, I think. Oh well, who cares?
What's
Who's better right now? It's not if you're restarting a franchise. Who are you taking right now? It's who is better. Who was better last year? Who's better?
I would take Williams last year better than Love.
Yeah, I obviously disagree.
Who came in the clutch when it mattered? Who made the plays that you had to have it last year?
Did they win the Super Bowl?
When the game was on the line, who made the plays?
The Iceman.
It wasn't Love. Love
I made
Williams lost for the Bears. That's for sure. Cleveland, Carolina.
The Packers had a bad season last year. They definitely dumped some games. But
I mean,
I think Jordan Love gets way more hate than he deserves, and I think Caleb Williams gets more credit than he deserves. That's what I feel.
He made some throws that only about 3 or 4 guys in the NFL can make, and Love can't make that.
Absolutely, that's great. The season is not based on 3 throws.
3 throws won you the game.
It's RJ. We're at an impasse.
No, we're not an impasse. Like if you're looking at purely based on around stats, Love was the better quarterback. But when you watch the game, Williams was the better player.
When you watch the whole game?
Yes.
No. When you watch the last 2 minutes of a couple games, you want to talk about sustainability. You want to talk about turnovers like the Bears, how they're going to regress on that. There's no way Caleb Williams is going to consistently pull games out of his ass, although I'm sure he can fit a lot in there for the rest of his career. Okay?
I mean, you take the ball away and you don't turn the ball over, you're going to win a lot of games. Caleb Williams doesn't turn the ball over much. He doesn't.
Well, okay. Well, my thing is,
look at his.
It is tough, and I see Adam. I hear you with the metrics. Jordan Love beats him, and I think Love has. I think Love is a little bit more steady right now than Williams, but he's also a bit of a risk. He takes more risk than Caleb Williams. He likes to let it fly, maybe too much. But I'm not. I don't have it right in front of me. But if we're comparing like second half quarterbacks, I think Caleb Williams has him maybe licked on that. But I would say that the Love and Williams are at a dead heat. I mean, I think it's coming up. I don't think one's really better than the other, like by a big margin. If you
No.
choose, you can make arguments for either one of them. But as I come back again and say this again, I think that has a lot to do with Ben Johnson.
But also, comeback wins are not just a quarterback stat. It's a whole team stat because the defense needs to close out the game too. Jordan Love had a lot of fourth quarter drives where he scored when he needed to, and the Packers defense let them down. So, not everything is an individual stat.
It's not individual, but Elway was known for that, making fourth quarter comebacks. He was called the comeback kid. I mean, you also got to remember too. It's Caleb Williams' second season.
Yeah.
So
got plenty of time to regress.
Even on the same plan here, yeah, and so does Jordan Love.
Nah, he's entrenched, man. It's his 6th year. He's set. This is what he's gonna be.
Who's only his 4th year being a starter?
He just had a kid. He's got dad strength now, man. He's gonna be on the next level.
It's just wild when people don't even consider that Caleb has a ton of room to grow.
Of course, everybody knows he has tons of room to grow, and he was a number 1 pick. He should be better than Love. But I think Love gets unfair hate. He's definitely made mistakes, but he's been a good quarterback.
And I think why he gets some good hate.
Here's another question for you:
It makes him terrible.
Who has better weapons, the Bears or the Packers?
Bears.
The Bears did last year. I mean, last year was the first time Jordan Love. I'm probably gonna put my foot in my mouth here, but with Christian Watson actually being a wide receiver 1 last year, I feel like that was the first time Love had a fairly consistent wide receiver 1 that could get open. Otherwise, we're kind of throwing to a bunch of wide receiver 2s and 3s, like you guys have talked about for years. So that's maybe why it's more scheme dependent. But Love can drop the dimes, but I don't think he's had the same talent level as Williams had last year.
All right, well, that's what I'm getting to. It's like, do you think Love would produce more if he had the weapons?
But he also had a lot better offensive line. Caleb Williams in the 2 years he had one really good offensive line, and he might have had his rookie year might have had the worst line in the history of the NFL.
That's true. But last year they were better.
Okay,
well,
and you would admit that their weapons were better last year. DJ Moore,
I don't think it's
Burden, and the tight end. You don't think that's a better
different talent wise? It's for sure Jacob. The production last
would
year.
You guys take? Sorry. OBS dropped and now it went back on. So we were streaming. It dropped for a second. Now we're back on. Kraft or Loveland or Kmet?
Kraft can do it all, man. He's a beast.
I think Kraft's a better blocking tight end, but I think pass catching. I mean, I think I would take Loveland. I think Loveland was an animal the second half of the season. He was the Caleb Williams' number 1 target.
Tight ends need to do both, in my opinion.
Watson or Donze?
Not anymore.
Sorry,
that's tough. I'd say
Watson or Donze?
Watson for sure.
I think it's close because if Rome didn't break his foot last year, he'd have been way over 1,000 yards and probably 10 to. But he broke his foot last year.
For me.
Talent wise, yeah. I mean, he has to because Watson has to put it all together. He's got to stay healthy. But
Reed or Luther Burden?
Burden.
Not close.
So to me, it sounds like it's 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Mark, I think you made a better third receiver.
My main gripe is the Packers have not got. Well, okay, I forgot to mention Matthew Golden, but
awful.
He's not awful. They used him terribly. No, one of the worst. I know statistically,
all time.
But he looked good when he got the ball. They did not use
when no one schemed for him. Now next year the teams are going to scheme for him. Now we're really going to see what he can do. The playoff game he had, the Bears weren't thinking about him. Why would they? He got 4 catches or 5 catches probably all year. I mean, being facetious here, but no team schemed for Golden last year.
Yeah, no, I obviously didn't want them to draft a first-round wide receiver and barely use him all year.
Yeah, that was. I don't understand that. I mean,
Well,
they,
I'll
missed
say
on
it.
Banks.
Sorry, go ahead.
Green Bay had an awful year in the free agency and draft last year.
Yeah, Banks
I mean,
was
they
a,
missed
Yeah.
on Banks. They missed on
Banks
Pod.
was, but to Adam's point when I brought that up before, there was not a lot of like they like that like they got what they could at that time, and it's like, but I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about them losing the tackle to the Panthers, Walker. Some people said it was a steal. Some people said like no. I mean, that's another discussion, I guess. But my main thing is that the NFC North is wide open. It's going to be arguably the number one
Division in football.
Yeah, it's going to be the number one division in football. I do believe the Vikings are now going to be taking over Jay Jettas, Addison, Hawkinson, Jones, and Kyle Murray. I'm sorry that's just
You're one of the only people that's saying that. So get that money out there. If you're right, you're gonna do great.
If they start JJ McCarthy, they'll be a 9-win team. If they turn it over to Murray, I think they're a lot better offensively. I think Kyler Murray gets a lot of hate in Arizona.
They got 9 wins with McCarthy. You're not gonna tell me that you're not gonna tell me Murray's worth 2 more wins, 11 wins.
Okay, is it healthy? I mean, they're missing that.
The biggest guys, the biggest guys they ever lost the Vikings was Branch and Hargrave, and they just drafted a defensive tackle. They didn't lose that secondary. They didn't lose that linebacker.
Well, Harrison Smith retired too.
They haven't traded Greenland yet. That the guy who gets they haven't traded him because the Eagles were projected. They still have those guys to get after the quarterback. So what I'm saying is like they still have that defense. They just need a competent quarterback.
No, you're not wrong about that. They have a lot of weapons. Can they put it together? You know what I mean? Like,
okay, well, we had the debate against the Packers because we had somebody chat that in because about the Packers and the Bears. I have the big board up right now. You guys can't see it, but I have the remaining people. So this is off sportingnews.com, which they get off. You know, it's whatever you like the best for your big board. We'll close it out with this. Jared McCoy is the number one guy still left at corner from Tennessee. He was the 13th player on this big board, RJ. And then it's Avlon Terrell from Clemson, which Eagles even had them. Some people had the Eagles pick him in the first round and will be traded. And then we have Cassius Howell and Edge, Caden McDonald, and then TJ Parker. And let's end it up. Let's go a little worse. We have Warren, the safety from Toledo, which the NFL Network guys had as one of the top big board guys. Like I said, it all depends who you like. But there's still some guys who we heard before. Denzel Boston. Boston was projected to go like in the first round. I heard from multiple people. Mm-hmm. So him still being available there. So briefly, I know it's hard to go back and remember the picks. And we started a little bit late. We're sorry about that, folks. But we all know Mendoza was going to get a perfect pick in the first round. Who did you guys like? What picks did you like? 1 or 2 picks? You don't have to remember just one choice. And was there any one disappointment? What are you surprised by? I guess I'll go first. I'm not being. I'm just gonna mention. I'm not gonna mention this. I'm not gonna say the Eagles, but the Eagles getting Mark Lemon and then checking out that they were surprised he was there. That's a nice little fallback to them, and that's a good pick, especially since we're probably gonna lose AJ Brown. But I think the guy falling, Bailey, falling all the way down, but more in particular the safety, him falling out of the top 10, I believe, and landing out to that top 10 was a good pickup for. I'm going to stop sharing this real quick with you guys. But do you like the safety pick Downs, surprising falling out of the top 10?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. And just to transition that, I think the Bears let somebody with Downs make their safety pick.
That's pretty bad.
I like the Downs pick. I mean, a lot. That's like a homer. I like the potential with the speed, and I think the NFL is getting away from pumping safeties. So the more coverage based you can get, I think it makes you better at the back end. I do like the Proctor pick by the Dolphins. I think if he can get his weight under control, you got an elite level tackle. Though, I mean, I don't like. Pick
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
the
like the
Caden
least.
Proctor got an A+ from a lot of people.
The pick I don't like a lot is Mendoza, number one overall pick.
Hmm. Because of the rumors
Just
that you think he's
the
going to
rumors
sit?
he wanted him to sit for the full year. When's the last time a number one overall pick has sat?
Yeah,
This is
true.
all unsubstantiated rumors, though.
Well, they were just there's on Twitter had some of the stuff on there from the Raiders camp. I mean, their GM was on him. They want to sit 4 to 6 games. Like if you're thinking he's gonna sit for a full year, you're better off moving back to 2, 3. That's it. You weren't gonna get the first. When's the last time a number one quarterback was that locked in, and they weren't talking about to go get him multiple first rounds?
Yeah.
I mean,
to finish
people-
to finish my things so we get on track here. My Downs going to the Cowboys, even though I hate it. Going to Christian Parker, who is the Eagles secondary coach, now the defensive coordinator there. He's Mitchell and Dejon Cooper have credited him, and Darius A credited him to actually helping their careers out and making them better. But them getting them with that. But also, my least favorite pick was Ty Simpson to the Rams. If you everybody's saying that the Rams are win now, right? Win now. Then why don't you get best available? Because I get it. I get it. You're not going to have future first round picks because you traded them and all that. So you might not have another chance at a first round quarterback. But any other draft, Ty Simpson would be a second or third round guy. Okay. But besides that, if I'm the Rams, okay, then we're going to win now. That's why we traded for picks. Then give us the best available right now. Who can help us win the Super Bowl? Because what's more important? What matters to most fans? Hitting the chip, the thing that fall. You won the 2000. You won the Super Bowl. Then planning for the future. Because if that's what you're saying, I don't think Ty Simpson's that. I'm sorry. And like we said before, Alabama does not produce quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts is one of the very few who've proved that. So Ty Simpson going to the Rams, not good. I do not like that pick, but I do like Caleb Downs going to the Dallas Cowboys because they had the second best offense in all football. They had the second, or arguably the worst secondary, and one of the worst defenses in all football. They get him. They revamp that defense, and they get a safety with the Eagles' secondary coach, who is now the defensive coordinator. And I think that really helps dividends to their offense. And personally, for my pick, I do like it for the Eagles. That guy, Mark Lemon, was not supposed to be there for the Eagles. And all the mock drafts that I saw for them getting him, I think that's a nice little piece for us, seeing that we're probably going to lose A.J. Brown. So, RJ, give us I know you said it before already, but remind us real quick your favorite pick, your least favorite, and how'd you feel about the Bears pick? Go right ahead. And same thing for you, Adam.
My favorite pick is Kalen Proctor. Just the elite up skills, the measurables, he has it all. It's just the one red flag about his weights. The worst pick I don't like is Freddie Mendoza. We'll see. He's arguably the
By the
worst.
way, Love and David Bailey are getting C's from the Jets and the Cardinals. They're getting C's right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of money to commit to running back. That's why. I mean, David Bailey didn't have a lot of production in college, which really hurt him. He's a gym rat.
CBS Sports is giving the Bears a B for Thiemann, and they're giving the Eagles an A. So finish it off with the Bears picking Dylan Thiemann from Oregon. How do you feel about that?
I like the speed. I mean, we were pretty slow in the back end last year. I mean, people are unhappy with Brisker leaving. He was just too hurt all the time. And the league is changing. They're getting away from the big hitting safeties. And you got to be able to come. Either team's got to be able to come down that box and to play nickel. So the Bears can be a little more not so scheme dependent. I mean, Al Harris is a really good quarterback, a D-back coach. So we'll see. I mean, I like the pick.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate Ty Simpson as much as you hate Ty Simpson. I'm thinking that Stafford's probably done after next year, and McVay wanted a quarterback to develop for this year with some high-end talent. He believed, and Sean McVay arguably is the best offensive play caller since Steve Walsh. So
I get it, but I just I don't know. If you're going to Super Bowl now, why not get the best available?
I mean, we're talking best available. Maybe that's on their board, best available. But I get your reasons why. It makes a lot of sense. Too.
Well, I thought they could have got a third wide receiver, but that's neither here nor there because Adams is probably going to retire in 2-3 years. So, Packers didn't have a pick, so there's hard to say from there. But I don't know what do you fall on favorites, what you like the most and what you didn't.
The easy non-favorite is the Rams. I know you already said that one, but that one's really obvious to me. I think the Bears were embarrassed. So I can't say I hate that. But the ones I actually like, I like the Giants sticking at 5-10, not trying to trade out, not overthinking it. Maybe a little too much edge talent on that team, but I don't think maybe that's a thing. And then obviously the Ruben Baines slide. I think the Buccaneers got super lucky there.
Yeah, they did 100%.
Yeah, and I don't know. It feels like some tackles were reached on. There were a lot of tackles taken in the first round. I know that's common, but I don't know. I can't point to one specific one, but it felt like towards the later picks.
Good point. I think Downs. Right, I think Bounds. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. Downs was but Bain. There was the biggest need for the Buccaneers. The biggest need was edge and getting after the quarterback, and Bain going down there. I know there's some questions, but that's they needed somebody to inject something in that defense, and they got it. So I mean, I totally agree with that.
So guys, a quick little break here. The Bears are meeting with Jadeveon Clowney.
I mean, so what juice does he have?
Hits keep coming, baby. Man.
Well, I mean, he had
Super Bowl.
I mean,
Hercules.
I think he had a pretty decent year last year, but he'll be a rotational guy. I mean, we did talk about earlier in this. I brought up that the Bears restructured about $10 million in cap space so I think a veteran's coming at somewhere. He had 8.5 sacks last year. He only played 13 games. Yeah. He only started 6. So, you're going to tell me you can come in here and be a rotational guy and get me 7 to 10 sacks? That's a big piece. Not a big piece. Not going to be an all-pro, but you get a couple of guys that get 8.5, and it's a huge number. You're going to get a more healthy J.D. Grant. You're going to get a Shamar Turner coming back from ACL tear, the second-round pick last year.
Yeah.
So the other guy aside from the Colts, who was just awful. I mean, he'll be gone next year after the season. But
well, I think this was a good stream. It's my second stream or third stream, I believe, and I think it went really well. We have different people. Sorry, guys, I'm getting messages here. We have a Bears fan, Packer fan, Eagles fan. We all loved it. First round went about 2.5 hours, 3 hours around that. I forget when it exactly starts, but hey, guys, it was awesome. I think it's great. There's the second and third round tomorrow, I believe, right? So we could possibly be live for that. I know Adam, may not, but I may do that. Well, depending how it goes. But great first round, guys. Great stream. I really like where this went. We said who we like, who we love, good reactions. I think this is one of the better streams I've had in a while for this small channel. If like and subscribe when you watch this on the rewind. I'll maybe put chapters in there if anybody watches. So that as well, so you could people watch it.
And just add a remember, fuck the pack. She's great at me.
Cool.
There you go. These guys are bitter rivalries. This we're still called the Sports Corner. Gonna rebrand a little bit. That's the future to come. But thank you for watching. Keep an eye out. We're gonna make a reaction video next week after the draft and see what we like, the grades, all that jazz. I feel like there's gonna be more trades tomorrow than today. So keep an eye out for that. But thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe. It goes a long way. All the people who commented, who stayed in our chat, we got to actually more viewers than I ever got on live before. So thank you guys. And as usual, we will hopefully see you the next one. So see you later, guys. Peace.